All right, baby. Let's go. Tweet out. Give me that sweet notification, baby. Give me that sweet ass notification. We live? All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday night to everyone. What's up, B Money? What's going on, dude? Ooh, that's tough, but not surprising. What's going on, T-Web? Hey, Clark, what's going on? Oh, so Neil Ward, the first round pick? I don't know. I don't think so. Jake, the Minnesota sports fan. What's up, man? Wilds, what's good? Too sweet, bro. Jace, too sweet to you. JB Taylor's in the house. Chris Redmond, what's going on, homie? We got Deuce. Good evening. Brendan, Young Baller, Denzel. Clark says, hey, man. What's up, Clark? Wilds, I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Sam Drip, what's going on, man? Got to talk about your Warriors later tonight because I have an interesting possible trade scenario for you guys. Eddie, hello. Good evening. Gaming for fun with family and friends. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going, yo? Shane's Club. Good evening. Darren. Hey, what's up to Sean? Yeah, Sean will not be joining us here tonight. Sean will not be joining us tonight. Tyler, good evening. Arturo, too sweet, buddy. Too sweet. Well, it's Thursday night. We last saw you guys a week ago for the NBA draft, and some NBA news has broken since then. Tonight is the agreement period where players can agree to new deals with teams, but they can't sign until July the 6th. A lot of guys have already agreed to new deals. We have some trade scenarios. We got some crazy situations that happened that we're going to be talking about tonight. A lot to get to. And I will not be alone. Tonight will be a roundtable discussion, and I will have some guests on to discuss these NBA news with me. Mike Nixon with a $5 donation. Josh, I have to agree with what you said on MG Street. Completely overpaid for Brunson. And I'm not happy. Camper. Yeah, we're going to get into that. I do think he was overpaid, Mike. Thank you so much for the donation, man. But I'm really curious to see what the Knicks' direction is going to be from here. Also, if you guys can recall and remember that last NBA live stream that we did for Game 6, Celtics and Warriors, where the Warriors became NBA champions. I know you like that, Eddie. We broke the record, our like record, and I had to then drink Blue Moon and eat spaghetti. Well, tonight, that happens. I got my Blue Moon. This is the first one of the night. I'm going to pop this one open. Again, thank you, everybody, for a great NBA playoff season. That was an incredible run. Beating our like record, that was awesome. But now I'm going to pay the consequences for that here tonight while we talk about NBA free agency news and trades. Cheers. This is the most disgusting thing that God has ever made, if there is one. Cheers. Oh, Jesus, it smells disgusting. Oh, and it's not even that cold either. It's not even cold. Oh, there's nothing worse than warm beer. Even beer that I like. Oh, Wilson, what's going on, man? No, there's nothing delightful about this. This is pure evil. This is evil. And my girlfriend, she is right now currently ordering me spaghetti. It's on its way. And I will be eating that once it gets here. So Blue Moon and spaghetti throughout the stream. Hello, Ria. Good evening. Josh, you look like you're enjoying it too well. No, this is disgusting. I don't even like Bud Light or Modelo, Dos Equis, Heineken. Any beers that I actually do like, I can't stand it when it's warm. That's why I always keep it almost freezing cold to the point where it's about to start slushing. This is not cold. This is disgusting. This is a worst case scenario right here. T-Web, that actually sounds like a good idea. What's up, Ronaldo Vasquez? What's up, Nathaniel Perez? Nathaniel says, did devil make that or Jesus? Probably the devil. It's got to be the devil. Spaghetti, your favorite, Josh? Blue Moon spaghetti? Oh, my God. No, Evan. Absolutely not. Pour it out and replace it with a Bud Light. I will not cheat, Walrus. I will not cheat the people. I will endure this. Hello, Joshua, Michael, Don, Quavius, Jackson, Fury. How are you? I'm doing pretty sore, B-Money. Last night, yesterday, for the first time in a very, very long time, I decided to go to the basketball court where I used to go with my friends many, many years ago and play basketball every single night. I was like, you know what? I got to start getting better in shape. I'm going to cut down some of the fast food or whatever. You know, after tonight, I'm hardly ever going to be drinking beer for the rest of the summer until the trip with Rocha and JB Taylor, and just start going to play basketball, get more active or whatever. So I go to the basketball court last night, and before my feet even touched the court, there was this dude who was like, hey, man, are you about to start practicing? And I was like, I was just going to shoot around. He's like, hey, man, will you play me one-on-one? And I was like, man, he was young, way younger than me, athletic as hell. And I'm like, shit. But I can't pass up a challenge, right? So I was like, okay, fine, let's do it. So I played him one-on-one, and I smoked him. I mean, I picked up right where I last left off, man. I'm just draining shots. And this dude's like, damn, man, you haven't missed a shot. I made straight 6 shots, and I whooped them one-on-one. I couldn't hardly breathe after the game. And then Sean came over, and we started just shooting around, me and him. But now I'm just absolutely sore. My body's not used to just being that active. I haven't been that active in a long time. But gonna keep that going. And that guy, his name was DJ. He was an awesome dude. He had just moved into town, and we played that one-on-one. We shot around for a bit before Sean came, and he was a cool dude, and we're gonna start balling a lot more. So that was cool. What's up, JB? Jay Breezy's in the house. But anyway, Isaiah, be prepared. Be prepared, because by the time I get to you, I'm no longer going to be winded. By the time I get to playing you, I will no longer be winded. I'll be able to play a full game without having a timeout or stop or whatever, and I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to keep you scoreless. But, folks, like I said, tonight is a roundtable discussion. I will be joined with some special guests, a lot of basketball knowledge, and we're going to break all the major stories that happened in the last week of the NBA. Now, my first guest, welcome, MG Nas. Hello, MG.
What is good? What's up, Josh? What's up, chat? Welcome. Appreciate you for having me on today for some discussions around the NBA, man. Look, it's time to have fun, man. We have I know you're going to hit us on some interesting topics, so I'm just ready to have fun and talk about some basketball today, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of discussions to be had here tonight. Guys, go subscribe to MG if you haven't. Mods, you guys should still remember his command. If not, it's the command MG. We have Enasaki with a $20 donation, MG, real quick.
Yes,
Says
sir.
Harden will resign with Philly if they get KD. What happened to Bridges? He got offered a $150 million max contract. He got arrested for domestic violence. Also, a Warriors fan here. They need to sign Wiggins, Poole, Otto Porter Jr., and Gary Payton. Gary Payton, I'm not so sure about. I think he's probably going to be gone. Otto, I expect him to be gone as well. Wiggins, I expect to stay for Golden State, as well as Jordan Poole. Now, we're definitely going to get into the Bridges stuff later on as I bring my guests on, and we're going to have a roundtable discussion about it. But, man, that dude really fucked up big time. And as far as James Harden goes, I think he's going to be staying with Philly regardless. And good thing we have MG here, who is a huge Philly fan and very knowledgeable at Philly. All right. Next up, joining me, another bright young man and back on the channel, Corrupt. Hello.
Hey, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? It's been a pretty good free agency. You know, this team did something yesterday. We'll get into that.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you for having me on, Josh. It should be a very amazing stream.
Absolutely, guys. Go subscribe to Corrupt on his channel. He just hit 100 subscribers today.
Yes,
and it's just the beginning, isn't it?
It's just the beginning. I have a lot of things planned. Shout out to Nas for helping me last stream, getting me there. Man, I have a lot of big plans. Can't wait.
Absolutely. Go subscribe to him. And if you guys are hesitant about subscribing to him, just listen on here tonight and he'll convince you to. All right. Also joining the roundtable discussion for some NBA news and trades is Shams Hub. Shams Hub, guys. Shams is joining us, right?
Shams Hub.
Shams.
Hello.
Although also known as B Hub. Hello, B Hub.
Hello. I'm hearing some news. There's some crazy stuff going down tonight.
Really?
Oh wow.
It might involve Kevin Durant.
Oh.
Whoa.
Man, we gotta talk about some KD tonight.
Hey, luckily we got Shams with us, man.
We got Shams, but that's not all. We have another person joining the roundtable discussion, and he is going to rival Shams Hub here tonight. Joining us also is Adrian Wojciechowski.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the basketball world. It is I, Adrian Wojciechowski, NBA insider for the ESPN 420 YouTube channel. And we have some breaking news on the NBA front. Juan Toscano-Anderson is planning to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers on a one-year deal. Like the move for the Lakers, gets a young guy on the roster that can play the small wing position. And then we also have the Dallas Mavericks signing JaVale McGee for 3 years, $20 million at the taxpayer mid-level exception. And we also have some other news that just came out. Gary Harris plans to re-sign with the Orlando Magic. The details will come out later, but that is the plan as of now. Thank you, Josh. Continue, sir.
Thank you, Wojciechowski. We have a 99 donation from Alex Beach. Thank you so much, Alex, for the donation, buddy. So Toscano-Anderson going to the Los Angeles Lakers. I like that move for LA, and I think he's going to be a quick fan favorite. He's a Mexican NBA player playing in Los Angeles. His jersey is going to sell like hotcakes, man.
Yeah.
You like that move for your Lakers, Wojciechowski?
Oh yeah. Let me get back. Let me get out of the character real quick because that voice is so hard to fucking do. Yeah, I love it. I think he's a very good depth piece, and I like the move getting him from the vet men. But we have some other breaking news here from Adrian Wojciechowski. The Wizards are engaged with trade talks for John Collins right now on ESPN 420 YouTube channel. They have been talking about John Collins since the NBA trade deadline, and that's some news that just broke about 17 seconds ago. From me, not Shams Hub. Shams Hub is terrible. Don't fucking listen to him.
Well, I can't hear it anyways.
He said he don't got
$2 donation from Arturo says, we legit have Shams versus Wojciechowski battle. Yes, we do, Arturo. It's going to get ugly. Matthew Goodman, who's been a Cult of Fury Elite member for 18 months. Oh, hi. Are you dudes the NBA going insane? Seeing KD fail brings me so much joy. Lou Dort will be all defensive team player next year. Also, Logan Paul signed with the WWE, which is interesting. I didn't even know about that. That's crazy.
Yep, he did.
But then again, he did do good for WWE, so not surprising. All right, 355 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to talk about some NBA stuff. We're going to get into that right now. If you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up. Let's get over 200 likes on the live stream. Share it out if you guys can. So the first topic of discussion that we really want to sink our teeth into is the Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving situation. So Kyrie Irving, the guy who's known to be a flake, he decides on a Monday, he decides, okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and decide to opt in, play with the Nets, and commit my word to Kevin Durant that we were going to play together. Well, Kevin Durant today decides, screw all of that. I'm tired of this BS with Kyrie Irving, with the Brooklyn Nets. I'm done. And now Kevin Durant requesting a trade out of Brooklyn. This is huge, guys. Brooklyn Nets, they messed up bad. Again, on another all-time fumbling. They did it years ago when they did this huge, massive trade that brought in Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and they gave up a bunch of draft picks to the Boston Celtics, which fared well for them because they were able to build what they have now off of that foundation. And now the Brooklyn Nets, they have to trade Kevin Durant. He has a wish list, but he doesn't have a no trade clause. So it's whatever the Nets want to do, right? they're gonna whatever they want to do with whatever's best for them, they're gonna have to do it, and they're gonna have to get trade assets back because they lost a lot. This whole situation's fucked. Going back to James Harden, guys, when they got James Harden from the Houston Rockets received unprotected draft picks from the Brooklyn Nets. One coming in 2024, another one coming in 2026. And when you're talking about KD going, Kyrie Irving going, the Brooklyn Nets are going to be shit. And those draft picks that are unprotected, they already got a good young core with Jabari Smith, with Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., with Tari Eason. They're going to be a lottery team still next year. I mean, this team, the Houston Rockets, really lucked out with this whole situation crumbling over there in Brooklyn. So what are your thoughts, guys? Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, do you guys think they end up on separate teams or do they end up on the same team? Because now we're hearing that the Los Angeles Lakers might be interested in trading for one of these guys, or for both of these guys.
So,
start with you, buddy.
So I'd be very surprised if they do go on the same team. Man, with the Lakers have been the team that has been most prominent with the KD and Kyrie package. They'd have to give up Westbrook and Anthony Davis in that deal. But realistically, I think it's going to be they're going to be separate. I think. I do expect Kyrie to leave. He did opt in, but I do expect him to be traded. And then honestly, this is just a big crap show for the Nets right now. 2 years, well, technically 3, but KD was injured that first year. But 2 years, only like 20 games played together with James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant. They traded away James Harden, got Ben Simmons, and then they got swept by the Celtics in the first round this previous season and lost to the Bucks the last season. They didn't even make the Eastern Conference Finals with the supposedly best offensive trio ever assembled. It's just crazy how far the Nets have fallen.
MG.
Yeah, I mean this is crazy. And when I seen this news, I just laughed because when you look at the Brooklyn Nets, they once again messed up an opportunity to be great. They messed up an opportunity to be a great organization. They tried to do this thing where they wanted their own version of victory. They saw Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant. They saw LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. You've seen Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. You've seen all these big threes that worked in the mid to early 2000s, and they thought, let's create two versions of our own, starting with the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett whole shabascal, which failed, and then you fail again. Listen, if you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, I honestly feel bad for you, especially if you're a true Nets fan, because when you look at this, when you traded for James Harden, you traded away a lot of draft capital, 3 first-round picks and 3 pick swaps. In order, also you gave up to other teams, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, and you eventually gave up Spencer Dinwiddie once he became healthy again. So you gave up all of your depth, you gave up all of your picks for this trio to come here and win you championships, and then it was a trickle-down effect. It was the trembling tower. James Harden starts to get frustrated midseason. He's great friends with Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey came and snagged him up. They got Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and a few picks, which they gave one of them back to the Sixers. Then after that, you start hearing about Kyrie. Is he going to play due to his own personal reasons? I'm not saying if they're right or wrong. I'm not saying if I agree, but his personal reasons, he didn't play basketball consistently. Then in the playoffs, they let him play it out, and he get absolutely swept. Now you have Kyrie. He was playing this little game this past week. Am I going to opt in? Am I going to opt out? Am I going to take less for the Lakers? And then he says, oh, all right, I'm going to opt in. Yeah, I'm going to commit to Kevin Durant. And you know what Kevin Durant said? I've been the only guy fully committed to the Brooklyn Nets, coming off a torn Achilles. I had to carry them in the finals. If my foot wasn't on the line, or I'd carried them in the playoffs. If my foot wasn't on the line, we would have made the conference finals. I have no help here. It's no reason why I have Kyrie Irving and James Harden, two of the best skilled scorers we have in this generation. There's no way why I'm still struggling for help. I have 2 great scorers that should take the load off of me. And Katie said, I'm done. I'm done with the shenanigans. I don't care about friendships. I care about my legacy and going to win a title. I know KD is highly criticized for the Warriors move. And honestly, if we were all in this situation, we most likely do it too to go win championships. I mean, it's a championship. But he has to do his best for his career. And playing next to Kyrie Irving, playing next to Ben Simmons, who is a decent talent with some things, but he could be a little unpredictable as well. Just playing with 2 guys who are unpredictable. You don't know what mentality you're getting from Simmons. You don't know if Kyrie's going to play. I just think Kevin Durant said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. This is it. And I
Yeah,
don't blame him. I don't blame
yeah,
Durant.
absolutely. I was just gonna say, like, I don't blame Kevin Durant. Like when you were saying that Kyrie Irving was playing his little game again, and then decided, oh, you know what, I'll opt in. Yeah, at that point, it's like, you know what, enough is enough.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving, I couldn't stand him. I could not stand to have this guy as my teammate. That's not a guy I want to go out there and go to battle with. And KD says, get me out of here. Enough is enough. And that is a good friend of his. What does that say about Kyrie Irving? B-Hub, would you agree that Kevin Durant is absolutely righteous in just wanting to get the hell out of the situation?
I 100% agree. This situation, from when the big three commenced, just kept going downhill year after year after year after year. And the main guy around it was Kyrie. Like, I don't hate him for what he, like, when he didn't play for those reasons, but he's just such a weird guy to be teammates with. You just don't know what he's going to do next.
No.
And I agree with KD leaving. Like, KD doesn't have much time left, in my opinion. And he wants to win more championships to cement his legacy. And him and him with the Brooklyn Nets, it's just not going to work.
It isn't.
Plain and simple.
And with the Brooklyn Nets, now they got to do, like I mentioned earlier, they got to try to find as many assets as possible in return for KD and Kyrie Irving so they can try to have some sort of rebuild. Because as we already touched up on, they gave up a lot of those assets, those players that were tradable. They're gone, and those draft picks. Couch, what do they do from here?
Well, they can't do much. I can tell you that. There's already like Kyrie wants to crawl back to LeBron. He wants to literally force his way to Lakers, is what the reports are saying. And the problem with trading Kevin Durant, because they won an All-Star back, you can't make the salaries work unless you trade Ben Simmons to that team as well. It literally cannot work unless you package Ben Simmons and Kevin Durant for, I think I have a list. If you give me a moment, I will find it. I have a list right here. Here are the players that cannot be traded for Kevin Durant with Ben Simmons on the Nets roster. Andrew Wiggins, Joel Embiid, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Trae Young, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, Michael Porter Jr. So
they can't trade for those guys.
No.
You're not getting an all-star back. Bring down your price because Kyrie's market's already plummeting into the ass because of the Kevin Durant one now. You're going to have to, like, kill your entire depth and just have only Ben Simmons standing alone on a basketball court with, like, vet minimum guys as your team next year, which will be the worst team in the history of basketball, by the way, as, like, if you want to trade Kevin Durant. So they're in a terrible position, bro.
Now, Isaiah with a highlighted comment, who's been a Cult of Fear member for 13 months, it says, Bron, KD, and Kyrie Irving, that trio. Say goodbye to AD and Westbrook. It's championship or blow it up for LA. Let the Lakers swap jersey commence. La La Land is in full go. Now, Couch, as a Lakers fan, what do you say to that?
No.
No. Okay. There you go.
There you go.
Hey, you got right to the point.
Being a Cult of Fear member, thank you, Robert Woodruff. Thank you, Bobby.
We have some breaking news for Adrian Wojciechowski. Kevin Knox has gone to the Detroit Pistons for a 2-year, $6 million team.
The Pistons about to win the championship.
Another guy becoming a Piston.
I got a question. Who's better? Who's worse, Kevin Knox or Killian Hayes?
Oh, boy.
Killian Hayes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Killian Hayes is atrocious. But
to expand more on my no, I think it would be very good. I think we would have zero depth after the trade, though. And I would rather, because the asking price for Kyrie is so low right now, just get Kyrie on the roster and you're good. Obviously, it wouldn't be just Westbrook straight up like a lot of these delusional Lakers fans have been saying. It would be like a package of like 2 first-round picks. You'd have to give up Taylor Horton-Tucker, like you just have to. Russell Westbrook and probably Joe Harris back to them to make the salaries work. That's what have to be the trade. I would rather take that than destroy the depth we just signed on our roster the last hour and a half. But that's
All
just
right. We got Yin Yang, who's been a Cult of Fear member for 13 months. Says, Mavs make a move, please. Well, they just got JaVale McGee to the Dallas Mavericks. Guy could, he's a presence in the paint, not bad. A depth move for the Dallas Mavericks. It's whatever. I think it was between him and what was it? The team was it Milwaukee that was pursuing JaVale McGee?
Yep. Milwaukee wanted him very badly.
Now, back to Kevin Durant. You mentioned the players that Kevin Durant cannot be traded for because of Ben Simmons on that roster, right? On the Brooklyn Nets roster?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's bring up this next question. Where does Kevin Durant get traded to? Some trade scenarios. Let us know in the chat where you think Kevin Durant is going to land. Here is my ballsy, crazy prediction. Remember, he doesn't have a no trade clause, right? He can give wish lists all he wants. Apparently, Miami Heat is one and Phoenix is one as well. And I could see that happening. They could make that happen if they really want to. But here's my wild scenario. Is it a coincidence that Kevin Durant is requesting a trade the same time that the Golden State Warriors just won an NBA championship? Guys, what if the Warriors do trade for Kevin Durant? And you said Wiggins can't be a part of that deal? Well, they don't have to include Wiggins as part of that deal because the Warriors have a shit ton of trade assets that they can throw back to Brooklyn's way and somehow find Kevin Durant back in the Golden State Warriors uniform and run it back between him, Curry, Clay, and Draymond. Imagine if that shit went down.
I'd quit basketball.
KD to the Warriors.
If KD goes back to the Warriors, I think I'm not watching Western Conference that year because we know who won the Western Conference.
Yeah, I'm not watching the Western Conference after that.
I ain't watching Western Conference basketball.
Now, with the donation from Isaiah, he actually brings up a very good point. He's actually onto something. OKC does have the assets to get KD.
That is a team, yes.
They have a lot of assets.
But why would they want to do that? Why does that fit their timeline? If Kevin Durant goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder, they have a lot of assets they could trade towards Brooklyn. Brooklyn would be happy to take that, right? With a lot of draft picks, a lot of young players. But the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're thinking about the future down the road. And this is a team that's probably going to be should be in the lottery next season. And they might be in the running for one of those top 5 prospects because next year's draft is going to be incredible. I don't know if I'd want to trade away all of these guys for Kevin Durant to be what? You surround Kevin Durant with some of these younger other guys like a Chet Holmgren. Well, actually, he might be part of that deal. But what does that get you? A play-in team in the Western Conference?
Yeah.
I don't know if Kevin Durant to Oklahoma City makes a whole lot of sense. But for Brooklyn, I could see that because, they could get a whole lot of return. But I just don't see why Oklahoma City would want to do it. Thank you, Isaiah, for the donation. Matthew Goodman with a $2 donation. Kevin Durant will somehow end up at Philly. Now, that got brought up earlier. MG, what do you think about that?
Now, if Kevin Durant ends up in Philadelphia, it'll have to be for Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, and at least like 4 or 3 first-round picks. And Tyrese Maxey is now – Brooklyn does want an all-star back. Now, Tyrese Maxey could be that this season. So, if they look at him as a potential all-star, if they look at Matisse Thybulle as an all-NBA defender, they already got Seth Curry from us, and they take more draft picks from us, that will be the only way that deal's possible. And we'd have to also put in like – to make the salaries work, we had to to make the salaries we had to add Tobias Harris. So it'd be Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, and 3 first-round picks in order to do that. So, I mean, listen, I am a very big Tyrese Maxey fan, but if you put a gun to my head right now and said you trade away Tobias and Maxey and a couple of picks for Kevin Durant, I'm doing it. I'm pairing up Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Joel Embiid was the NBA scoring champion last year. Kevin Durant is a former scoring champion. So is James Harden. You add the 3 most prolific scorers, and we have defense on this team because I just thought about it. If we add Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris, we keep Matisse Thybulle for defensive purposes and beats the All-NBA defender consistently. We'll have a good balance of defense, and we'll have the most prolific offense in the NBA. And that's just that simple. We have post dominance with Embiid. We have mid range and scoring dominance with KD. Harden's becoming a better facilitator, and all Harden has to do now is take the back seat and just make open threes and just make them step back. So when we need him to get it going, man. If you put a gun to my head, I would do it. Now, I don't think Brooklyn would do it because they don't view. I don't know how much they view Tobias Harris. I think they would view Tyrese Maxey as a big asset, but Tobias Harris is the biggest question because the only way that has to work is you have to have Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris in that deal. It just depends on how they think of Tobias Harris, and that I don't know. But I would do that right now. If they say Tobias Maxey and 2 or 3 first-round picks, Kevin Durant's a Sixer for me. That's all it takes.
All right, Rashir Productions with the $2 donation. Crazy. Cavs get KD for Sexton, Laurie, LeVert, and picks. And Matt,
wow.
Cavaliers, they do have a lot of assets as well.
Do have assets.
And Sexton is a name being tossed around in trade scenarios right now. Dallas Mavericks, I hear, is a team that might be going after Colin Sexton. Laurie and then LeVert going back to Brooklyn, along with some draft picks. What would you say that be? I mean, that would be. I don't know if I'd want to. Ooh, that'd be crazy. That'd be wild. That'd be huge, Jacob. For Cavaliers,
Mobley, Jarrett Allen, KD, Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, who might be in that deal, but if he could break out with them, that's a scary team in the East.
Yep.
That would be. But thank you so much for here for the $2 donation. We have another $2 donation from Arturo. Says my sleeper is the Pelicans. They have assets to send to Brooklyn. I love that. The New Orleans Pelicans, and I even mentioned that during the mock draft. I said Pelicans. They got so many players under contract. They could possibly package up some of those draft picks. They could package up a few of their players and go for a bigger name. Come in along with Brandon Ingram, maybe a Zion who's probably gonna still stay there, and CJ McCollum, and go for a title. Win now. Win now, and probably be a contender for the next couple of years. Pelicans, they do have a lot of assets to try to get in on this deal. I like that. Blaze Terminator with the $2 donation. I would laugh so hard if KD crawled back to Steph Curry. Oh, the memes would be abound, man. TD Mikey with a $2 donation. Kobe, P. Williams, Vooch, and 2 first-round picks for Kevin Durant. Vooch, Kobe, first-round picks. Cool. Patrick Williams.
I got a question.
I had to think about that one, but I don't know.
I have a question, Josh. Now, I see the potential a little bit, but why are you Bulls fans so every time Patrick Williams is in a trade, you're like, hold up now.
Because of the potential that Patrick Williams has as a player. Offensively, defensively, the biggest issue with Patrick Williams, what's really holding him back, MG, is his mentality, his aggressiveness. The guy gets scared sometimes, especially on the offensive side, where he'll have a wide open shot, a shot that he can make, but he won't take it. He'll have a lane to the rim, and he's athletic enough that he can attack, but sometimes he'll be just too hesitant to do so, and then it's too late. If he could just get past that hurdle, that mental hurdle, I mean, the sky's the limit for Patrick Williams, and that's why we're so hesitant about wanting to give up on him already, and the fact that he's had to endure injuries. But corrupt Kevin Durant in a trade scenario, where do you think realistically Kevin Durant could get traded to, in your opinion?
I know this has already been said, but I think the 76ers have it. Honestly, I'm just thinking about it. The 76ers are pushing hard for Kevin Durant right now, and they have the assets to do it, in my opinion. I mean, 4 firsts and Tyrese Maxey, a very young, promising player. I think that's a great deal. I think that might be the best deal that you can really get from this from all these trade offers. The Suns, I don't really. I mean, did get Chris Paul back or something like that, but or maybe even Ayton, but I don't really like that as much as I like the Philly 76ers trade, and I really, really doubt that that Lakers trade happens. I don't. The Pelicans, I hold back on a little bit because I think just future wise, that'd be such a good team for many, 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 many years, and I wouldn't really want to touch that. If I'm the Pelicans, I wouldn't want to give away any of that, those young players. That's for me. I really like the 76ers. Just look like they're just 100% going for it right now, and they have the assets to do it.
Yeah, realistically, right now, it would probably, you're right. be the 76ers who could logistically pull off that trade and have it work out for both organizations. What's his name? God, what's his name? Rocha in the chat. Would you want Kevin Durant in just a crazy hypothetical situation? Would you want him back to Golden State? But all right, so that's Kevin Durant. Around the horn, where does Kyrie Irving get traded to? Let's start with Donnie. Kyrie.
I was thinking it was either going to be the Lakers or Mavericks, but since Mark Stein came out and said the Mavericks are not going to be involved in any guards at the moment because they really like Spencer Dinwiddie and want to target Dragic for a little bit more depth. I think it's going to be the Lakers with all this. Like, if he's going to force his way to any team, it's going to be the Lakers, and he really wants to play with LeBron, like really does. I think it's going to be the Lakers, and I don't think there's no market for him. There's no market at all. It's been reported, and now about 15 minutes ago, Jake Fisher just said the Lakers' number one priority right now is to get Kyrie Irving. So I'm thinking it's the Lakers.
Okay. All right, Donnie, thank you. Guys, before we move on to MG, hear what he has to say. If you guys haven't done so, hit that like button. Let's get over 300 likes on this live stream by the time we're done with this topic. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for being here. A shout out to my guests again, MG Corrupt, B-Hub, and Donnie Couch. If you guys can go subscribe to them, please go do so. MG, where does Kyrie Irving get traded to?
I think it's inevitable. Destiny is a destiny of sports is a true thing, man. Some things are just meant to be.
True.
Kyrie Irving with LeBron James again in LA in purple and gold. It's a thing that's going to happen. Had Kyrie Irving not had been egotistical and said, I want my own team and left to go to Boston, I believe him and LeBron would have went to LA together, leaving Cleveland. I believe this would have already happened. But since they had not a clash, but since Kyrie wanted to try to be a number one option on a championship team, and obviously that hasn't worked out for him, now he's going to go back to LeBron. It's just they rekindled their relationship. They're back to being good friends now. And now you have a situation where Kyrie is in a situation where he kind of needs LeBron, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not just that. LeBron could use Kyrie as well, because what you got from Westbrook last year is like they both need each other. Kyrie needs LeBron to kind of get back in a championship window for his sake, because Kyrie, Kyrie is one of the most skilled players in the game we've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But his legacy is tarnished by some of the things, and he doesn't have as many championships as other skilled players in this generation. So him going back to LeBron and winning more championships can help his legacy and get him back in a good light. And I believe LeBron, like I said, they could use him because they have not had a guard for the Lakers in LeBron's tenure that's as skilled as Kyrie Irving. They have not had that for LeBron James. Even when they won a championship, they were running a rotation with Rondo and Caruso, which was good enough for them to win a title because LeBron and AD were dominant.
But, Roach in the chat says, hey, you know what? We, the Warriors, have beat LBJ and Kyrie Irving 3 times, and we'll do it again. But that one time where they came back on y'all 3-1 to beat y'all, that was incredible. And you know what? I think they'll take that one over the other 3 because
also,
that was one of the greatest things I have ever seen.
Also, you had Kevin Durant.
No, they didn't have Kevin Durant. Did they have Kevin Durant on that team?
Oh, not the other times.
2016. That was before Kevin Durant.
Not 2016. Okay.
Yeah. Corrupt.
2017, 2018.
Where do you think Kyrie Irving gets traded to? Are you in agreement?
I'm in agreement. It just seems like destiny, man. It seems like destiny. It's going to be a big cycle. He's going to crawl back to LeBron James, and it looks like both sides really want this. It looks like Kyrie Irving, he says, there's been like reports that he intends to go to the Lakers no matter what, even if it means sitting out for a year. I saw the report. Don't know how viable that is. And it looks like Donnie said, the Lakers' number one priority is Kyrie Irving. I think it's going to happen. I really do.
Ooh, we have some free agency news, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Anderson has reached an agreement with the Timberwolves. Slow mo to Minnesota.
Kyle Anderson to the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I like that move for the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
Kyle Anderson is from the Spurs, Pop brought him up, a very good player. That actually will definitely help the Timberwolves a lot depth wise at the wing position, which they do need. That's a good signing. Let's see how much money he gets paid though.
But
Yes.
are you in agreement with Kyrie Irving to Los Angeles Lakers train?
I agree, but I think he should get traded to the Shanghai Sharks.
The Shanghai Sharks,
personally,
right? With all that bullshit shenanigans that he's been pulling.
Yes.
All right, so we're all in agreement. Kyrie Irving to the Los Angeles Lakers. If you guys think anything else, let us know in the chat. If you have a crazy scenario, let us know. But all right, so that's Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Next, what I want to talk about is the fact that the spaghetti is here.
Spaghetti.
That looks delicious.
That looks disgusting.
Oh, that looks awesome.
So gross. Oh my god!
That looks
so
legit.
Gross.
Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it from? Did you know?
It's from a phenomenal Italian restaurant in town. I love ordering from there. They make great everything. But spaghetti, come on. Oh, this is so gross, man.
It is a 2-year, $18 million deal for Kyle Anderson.
$9 million.
2-year, $18 million.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
$9 million.
So he got paid less than Lou Dort.
Yes.
I don't know about that. We have a $2 donation from the Citizen. I was told the Bulls would be aggressive. What the fuck? There was a lot of rumors about Rudy Gobert being traded to Chicago, but I think Utah really wanted way too much. And then Chicago was like, you know what? We're out. We're out of that trade scenario. We're out on the Deandre Ayton scenario. By the way, his market is really crumbling right now, Deandre Ayton. And I think Chicago, what they're going to do is run it mostly back. We're going to stay with Vooch, possibly be a trade deadline guy for us. Kobe White, he's probably going to end up staying on the roster as well. We'll try to move him. But I think when the Chicago Bulls are healthy, as long as we go and get a couple of other assets, Gallinari is being tossed around. We're offering him, I think, a 2-year, $15 million deal right now. I would love Gallinari on the Chicago Bulls. Another guy with good size who can space the floor. He can hit from outside, and he's a vet. He knows how to play playoff basketball. And then go out and get an Andre Drummond, maybe on a vet minimum deal or something like that. Andre Drummond would be great for the Chicago Bulls. You run that back with what we've had last year. As long as everyone stays healthy, that Chicago Bulls team was looking pretty damn nice. $2 donation from Arturo says thoughts on Miami sending a trade offer for Spida. Donovan Mitchell, Miami Heat. What do you guys think about that?
Ooh.
Well, I think it'd be an amazing trade if Miami can pull it off. I think that'd be an amazing fit for the Miami Heat. I don't know if the Heat really have the assets to do it, in my personal opinion. Well, they could be. Oh, actually, they could trade away. Bam Adebayo.
Trade away.
I was thinking though it'd be more like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and a couple picks. That was what I was kind of like go to, and I don't really like that.
I'd trade that in a heartbeat for Donovan Mitchell.
Really?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, well, I think Donovan Mitchell.
That's because you don't really care for Spider, right?
No, Donovan Mitchell's my second favorite player. Come on.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Eat it.
I think.
It's good though.
That looks so.
That looks so good.
That's a poor guy.
Someone talk.
I think Donovan Mitchell could get a better. I think Miami could get a better player. I mean, the Jazz can get a better player for Donovan Mitchell than Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, in my personal opinion.
Woo! I don't. Wow. Better than Spider. No.
No. I said the Jazz can get a better player.
Oh.
For
You know
Spider.
what? I think if they were to trade for Donovan Mitchell, I would try and make a package around Rudy Gobert as well. And I don't know if the Heat want to do that, but if they do trade for Donovan Mitchell, straight up, they're going in a rebuild mode. Like straight up tanking. They're going to be in the race for Wembanyama, and what? Wembanyama.
That's what they should do. I think the Jazz should blow it up. They should have blown it up.
Yeah. I mean, the only
They got
two
rid of
wing.
the coach is gone.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell can't really coexist. I see you shaking your head, Corrupt. You don't disagree?
Oh no, I was just thinking about something else. I was thinking they should have done this. They,
Oh yeah,
No,
they
yeah,
should have done it a while
They should have
ago.
done it. They should have blew it up. They should have
Yeah.
blew it up a long time ago. That's what you're gonna say?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not a big Rudy Gobert guy. They paid him that much money. Oh my goodness. And Donovan Mitchell's a great player also, but they should have blown this up. They should have blown this up.
Also, I think it's very telling that the Jazz only have one wing on the roster right now. One. They lost Royce O'Neal. Oh my gosh, Joe Ingles and Pascal's walking in free agency. Like, come on, man. That's got to be, they got to be doing something, bro. Like, the roster's halfway empty.
I know. They should have blew it up a long time ago. What are they doing? I don't know. Trade Mitchell. Let's get this thing going. Joe Ingles going to the Bucks. I love that move for Milwaukee and for Uncle Joe. We have a $2 donation from Demetrius Cahill. It says Kevin Durant to Memphis is what I'm hearing. Man, could y'all picture that? John
I
Morant
could.
and KD playing together?
I can picture it.
Yeah, that deal will have to involve Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bain instantly.
I can picture that.
It just sucks. Jaren's hurt.
Yeah.
Jaren is hurt. But yeah, that would be pretty damn sick. And we'll see what happens. I would love like something big, like a big trade go down before we end this trade. That'd be insane.
That'd be insane.
But speaking of trades, I want to talk about a big trade that happened earlier this week, and we got to discuss it. Let's discuss Dejounte Murray to the Atlanta Hawks, guys. The Spurs did it. When I first saw that tweet that the deal was made, I was like, holy shit. They made it actually happen, and they didn't even have to trade away John Collins to get Dejounte Murray. Now, call me crazy, guys, in the chat. Do you like this move, yes or no? But I actually like it for both teams. At first, I was like, why are you trading away Dejounte Murray? I love this kid. But in the grand scheme of things, I actually do like it for both squads. Corrupt, we'll start with you, being a Spurs fan.
So, Dejounte Murray is my favorite player. And I was sad when I saw those news. But I think with the direction we're going and with the value we got, better than better than both DeMar DeRozan and Kawhi Leonard trades, by the way. 3 first-round picks, a pick swap, and then of course Gallinari, but we waived him. And going into a rebuild, that's a great trade, especially for a guy who's not the number one option. And I don't think, some people may disagree with me, Donnie, that I don't think he's a superstar or a cornerstone, key franchise guy. I just don't think so. I don't think he's the number one option.
I agree
and we got that many picks for him. I think it's a phenomenal trade by the Spurs. And for the Hawks, too, it's a great trade because it relieves some stress from Trae Young. It brings that defense out for him. And, I do question, how they will really, handle the ball, handle the rock between the two because they're both passing point guards. But this is still a very good trade for the Hawks.
Okay. Now, how do you think Dejounte Murray and Trae Young play well together?
I think they'll play well together. I think you might see a little bit dip in stat-wise from Dejounte Murray, especially offensively. Offensively. But I'll tell you this right now, he's going to play phenomenal defense. Better defense. He's going to go back to that. All the promise we saw him, especially from last season, and then the first year where he got second-team All-NBA as a rookie. He's going to go back to that status. He will be an All-NBA defender, and he has a lot more time to focus on that instead of focusing on all the offensive load like he did with the San Antonio Spurs.
The Atlanta Hawks, they were awful, atrocious defensively. They have a lot of offensive power. Sometimes it's not consistent surrounding Trae Young, but their defense, especially on the perimeter, was one of the worst in the NBA, and it got so exposed during the playoffs. So, yeah, dude, Dejounte Murray bringing in his defense, his special team, he averaged, 2 steals a game last year?
That's the most in the NBA.
Yeah. You like it?
I really like it for both sides, especially. They got the max value you could get for Dejounte Murray. And I saw some stuff on Twitter that the Hawks were trying to get Dejounte Murray last deadline. It was like John Collins and 1 first. Like, they got the max value they could get him after a breakout year. And I really like what the Spurs did, honestly. Like, you got multiple picks. They are their best when they build through the draft. So,
Completely agree with that.
and you get a lot of assets. There's this prospect y'all have been talking about. And if they could get him, hey, they could be back there within 3 years. And getting Dejounte Murray for the Hawks relieves so much stress for Trae Young offensively and a lot defensively, because Trae Young is one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in my life.
He's a cone.
Watching him play defense fixed my eyes because I'm
Oh,
cross-eyed.
wow.
Like, he's so bad. But I really like it for both sides. And the Hawks, they could be one of those teams you got to watch out for next year.
MG.
Yeah, I think DeJounte Murray, I think he instantly adds defense. Like B-Up said, watching Trae Young play defense is atrocious, honestly. It's worse than you think that spaghetti is, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I think the Spurs, like B-Hub said perfectly, they are best when they build through the draft. So I don't expect the Spurs to make big moves in this offseason. They got the picks they needed, and they're going to go rebuild. And if they get this prospect guy that everyone's hyping up to be, and if they get him, they're going to be right back in like 3 to 4 years. And I think DeJounte Murray, I do question their fit on how the scoring load's going to go, because they both can score with the ball in their hands. But the playmaking is going to be good. That adds a different dynamic to the offense and the playmaking. You get an extra ball handler for Trae Young, take off the pressure. So, hey, a number 2 option, DeJounte Murray, I think is way better than his number 1 option with the Spurs. His stats are going to get worse, but I think his overall impact will be better as a number 2 option.
Couch.
I think it makes the Hawks a very, very, very good team going into next season, and possibly an Eastern Conference Finals team, because they are not. Are you okay?
No.
Okay, just making sure. They are probably going to move on from John Collins, and we'll see what that brings them. But as it stands right now, I think they're a very good team in the East. But honestly, I think this is good for the Spurs as well. I was a little bit low on it when the trade first got announced, but what they're doing, they have so much cap space going into the next few years that's not really going to matter. And getting these 3 unprotected picks, by the way, unprotected is huge for them. Now, it's not going to matter in the end because the Thunder are going to trade up for Wembanyama. So we're all just going to bow down to the Thunder. Bow down to the Thunder.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, I fucking suck at his name. His name is like impossible to pronounce.
Say it with us. Victor Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Yes, Wembanyama.
Or you could go with Webby for short.
Oh.
Victor Webby.
Oh, Webby.
But guys, in the chat, this guy coming into the draft next year, Krupp, you've already been looking at him as well.
Oh, heck yeah.
Victor Wembanyama. How tall is he? 7'3", 7'5". And you know what?
That range.
This dude, even though he's that tall, he's not awkward when he moves. He's so fluid. Think of Kevin Durant. You go watch his highlights. He moves like Kevin Durant with just how fluid he is in motion, in transition, driving, dribbling with the ball. He's got guard skills. He can go inside, drive to the rim, be aggressive, dunk over guys without even having to jump. The dude can dunk over guys. He can shoot from the mid-range. He can shoot from the outside. The dude can defend inside, rim protect, block. When Wembanyama went up against Team USA with guys like Chet Holmgren and Jaden Ivey, he had 22 points and 8 blocks in that game. The dude's ridiculous.
Dang.
He could even, as tall as he is, he can defend guards and wings on the perimeter and block shots and alter shots. The guy is a freak show. He's something that you would make on NBA 2K that you would never think would actually exist in real life, but he's actually here and he's legit. He has virtually no weaknesses to his game. They're saying that this guy is probably going to be the best European prospect ever, even more so than Giannis, even more so than Luka Doncic when he came into the draft. And I was so hyped about Luka, and he did not disappoint. Some people even saying that he is the best NBA prospect going into next year since LeBron James. Krupp, would you disagree with any of that?
Honestly, he might be the best prospect. I don't disagree. I can't say I do. Wembanyama is really freaking good. And to go a little bit more on the guards thing, you know how guards are quick, and when they see a big man, they try to drive through rim and outspeed them. Wembanyama, yes, due to his length, which is said to be 7'9" wingspan, he could keep up with the guards speed wise too. He's a very good player, and you're going to get an amazing player when his biggest weakness is probably fouling. Wembanyama is a great prospect. I think I might have to agree that he might be the best prospect since LeBron. I don't know. He's that good. He's that
you know
good.
what? There's other great prospects in this draft as well. The top 5 guys are going to be insane. It's very possible that in next year's draft, the top 5 prospects, the top 5 guys that go in the draft, only one will be from college.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you hear about the Thompson brothers? Oh, I'm so glad that you know about the Thompson brothers.
Yes.
Both from the Overtime Elite League.
Yeah.
Scoot Henderson is from the G League, and Victor Wembanyama, of course, from France. The only guy that's really top 5 in that range, I think it's Nick Smith.
Yeah,
right?
From Arkansas?
From Arkansas. Nick Smith Jr. from Arkansas. He's a very good player also. But it's really crazy how, like, international and non-college the top
league.
5 is. Yeah.
They're taking a huge impact on the league.
I just want to give some perspective at how big 7'9" wingspan is. Mo Bamba has a 6'10" wingspan.
Mo Bamba,
and he's 7'2". So that dude is not human.
All right, we have donations here. Aaron Rodgers with a $1.99 donation. Does Boston do anything? Who do they get or trade? Well, B-Hub, huge Boston fan and follower. What do you think, man?
I don't think we're going to make many moves. We're just going to get some guys off the bench and use our mid-level exceptions that we got through trades.
So much.
That's the only thing I really see us doing, not making big moves. I see that we're trying to trade for KD. Personally, I don't want KD because, it's not because of the player. It's just what we have to give up. And I'm not willing to give up that much. I get he has 4 years left, but I'm cool with rolling with what we have and just building up our bench depth. And that's all we need to do.
We have a $2 donation from Hell Lord. It says, why are we bothering? Hells are clearly winning the 2023 NBA championship. If they do that, I think we already placed a little bit, Hell Lord. If they do that, get him out. Thank you, Hell Lord, for the donation, man. Matthew Goodman with the $2 donation. Victor Webby, F his name, will be on the Thunder easy. He very well could. He could be on the Thunder next year. He could be on the Thunder, and that'd be crazy to pair him up with Chet Holmgren. That'd be insane.
That's not even wow. Okay, him and Chet. That doesn't even sound like a human lineup.
I know, right?
That doesn't even sound right.
Him, Chet, Lou Dort, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is stupid.
Now, I kind of hope that he goes on the San Antonio Spurs because I do like the Spurs. I've been following them out basically my whole entire life. I'm from San Antonio, grew up there. But there's a part of me that wants to see him in Houston, Victor Wembanyama, because of that core and what they have for the future would be insane. Like Houston could be like a super team off of their draft picks alone in a few years. They're like, that'd be super talented. But TD Mike with a $5 donation. If reports are true, KD and Kyrie still want to play together. Could be the Bulls do a sign and trade? No way. Package involving LaVine, Vooch, Kobe in a first round for KD and Kyrie. I don't think we're involved in something like that. No. I would say we're probably out on that. Yeah. But, hey, Krupp is back. All right, so that's Dejounte Murray to the Atlanta Hawks and discussing all that and between both teams. Now, I want to talk about another crazy story that happened yesterday. This is while me and Sean were shooting around at the basketball court, and we got a notification. Guys, Miles Bridges got arrested in LA for a felony battery charge.
Oh my God!
Now I do have some more info on Miles Bridges. He did get released on bail. He paid his bail. He's out. They just posted a video of him working out in the gym. I don't know what that means, but take it for what you mean. Yeah. It was so weird because I just saw NBA Central post it, and I was like, that's terrible timing.
T-Web says this. Sometimes you just have to walk away, guys. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Sometimes you just kind of know when to just walk the fuck away from a situation.
Yep.
Mhm.
And, there was a lot of people when the news broke out that the Charlotte Hornets were not going to, or at least were hesitant on extending Miles Bridges. Some people got upset and wondered why wouldn't they do that, but others were like, you know what? They probably shouldn't. The guy's a knucklehead. He's always getting in trouble. The dude, just always seems to get in trouble. And those people who spoke to that, they probably feel absolutely validated now. Like, listen, look what he just did. And they probably feel like, you know what? Good thing he did this now before he fucking signed an extension with Charlotte possibly, and then it's fucked. But it's fucked up what he did, and it's fucked up that he just blew it. He just blew it with the contract.
Mhm.
What are you eating over there? Is it
I
spaghetti?
mean, no, I'm eating apple slices. I don't like spaghetti either. So I'm not. No, I'm not drinking lean.
He's drinking lean.
Well, yeah, Miles Bridges is absolutely messed up. I mean, this dude. He had a great season last year. He had a breakthrough season, and now he gets in trouble. He gets a felony battery charge. That's some serious shit. For them to charge you with that.
And the Pistons run of the team's very much interested in giving Miles Bridges that max contract in the offseason. So he was going to get that max. He was going to get it, or he very much had the chance to, and he just blew it away. Wow.
It's absolutely just fucking sad. But folks, thank you guys so much for watching. We still got some more topics to go through. If you haven't done so, go subscribe to MG. Go subscribe to Corrupt. We are at 250 likes. Let's get to 300 likes. We still got 420 in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. Go subscribe again to MG and Corrupt. But Miles Bridges, you fucked up, you moron, you idiots. You fucked up. Dumbass. Now let's get to Jalen Brunson and the dumbass Knicks. Jalen Brunson. What's the deal there, Corrupt? What kind of contract is he going to go there for?
It's going to be a 5-year, $110 million contract.
That is what per year?
It's about 27.
I love Jalen Brunson. I really do. He was very impressive last year, especially in the playoffs when he had to do what he had to do without Luka Doncic. He was incredible, but I don't think he's worth
My
that
apologies.
much. He's not worth that much. What do you guys think?
I mean, wow. I'm also a big fan of Brunson, but the Knicks are desperate. They're desperate for talent at the guard spot, and I mean Brunson. Yes, he's there. He's a good talent, but when you're paying a guy $27 million per year, you're expecting him to be an all-star level player when he hasn't had an all-star season yet, right? He's been good, and he had a good, solid season. Kind of had like a breakthrough season. We were just talking about that with Bridges, but it's not an all-star level. It's not an all-star level player, and you're not going to be, in my opinion, and I hope that I'm proven wrong, but you're not going to be getting what you're paying for if you're the Knicks. So me personally, if I'm the Knicks, I would tone down before he officially signs it, but they're going to do it. So they're going to do it.
And my apologies, it is 4 years. My apologies.
4 years, $110 million. Okay.
4 years, $110 million. I got everything right. I just missed. I got the number switched.
And you know what? The Dallas Mavericks got to feel a certain type of way because Mavericks fans, the franchise, they wanted to keep Jalen Brunson, but then the Knicks had to come in here and offer that kind of fucking money.
Yeah. The it says right here that Jalen Brunson, the Mavericks, had a 5-year, $106 million contract, which is significantly lower per year.
That's $21 million a year.
Yeah, like that's a $6 million difference, $6.5 million difference from this contract right now. So it's like, but his dad went to the Knicks, and that's what's going on right now.
And I got to give credit to the front office of Dallas Mavericks. As much as they wanted to keep Jalen Brunson, they loved him. I'm glad that they didn't love him so much that they were willing to overpay for him.
Yeah.
That was smart.
Because they could have outmatched that offer if they wanted to. They could have outmatched the Knicks.
They could have, yeah.
But they said, nah, we're going to just go a different direction.
Yep. Donnie?
I think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous that you would give this money to a guy who's not even a potential starting one, let alone starting two in the NBA. I think he's a great bench player. I think he really is, and I think he's a future sixth man of the year. Period. I think has a lot of talent, and I love him. But the problem with him is he's small.
Mhm.
And I don't mean that like, well, he's a short dude. Like, well, he's small to play a two guard, like at the shooting guard position. And they're gonna have him play point, I'm assuming, unless Derrick Rose is gonna be starting, or if they re-sign Kemba Walker or something. So this
Yeah.
is just the Knicks being the Knicks. And
Yep.
unless they can get Kevin Durant, they're going in the toilet, which is kind of good because they have 5 draft picks they just picked up from the Thunder. So, it might be a good way to trade Randall, get everybody else besides RJ and Brunson, and let's build up from here.
All right. Here you go. Now, Bradley Beal, he accepts a supermax deal to stay with the Washington Wizards. Man, me and Shaw were talking about this last night, and I was like, there's no way he's going to pass up that money. I mean, I want to see him go to a contending team, maybe Dallas Mavericks or something like that, and try to win. But a supermax deal, you passing up on that, guys?
Not I. Not I. I mean, if you
Oh
said
hell no, I'm not passing up on a supermax.
that's 250.
I'm like, give
million
me that
dollars.
money. That's what I'm doing right now.
He could get me out of here. He could get me out of
He's
here.
going to get the money. He's going to get the money, but then what? Corrupt?
Well,
Hmm.
What are the Wizards
okay, you know
gonna
what?
do? What's the plan over there in Washington?
I
He's gonna
don't
get
know.
Like, do you want to be paid like that, but you're not going to win shit? And he's going to be miserable. I mean, the guy has been miserable already at times.
I mean,
with Washington. What
okay.
plan do they have?
The Wizards, I'll give the Wizards this. Some of the moves that they recently made, I actually do like. I like Monte Morris and Will Barton as good depth pieces. And I think actually as of right now, Monte Morris is their starting point guard. But I
Also,
like those.
they
I like.
did sign DeLon Wright to a 2-year deal. By the way, I
Oh.
thought to put it out there.
So many guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have so many guards on that team. But yeah, they're doing some nice depth moves right now. They have Kristaps Porzingis, and if he's on the floor, he's an actual good talent. Daniel Gafford looks pretty good, and they also drafted Johnny Davis, so I think does have a little bit of a good upside. I don't think that's a playoff team. I just don't. But Bradley Beal was damn good, and if he can play, like he did 2 years ago, 30 points per game, and the other team players can step up. I mean, they could make the play-in. Maybe they could maybe get the 8th seed in the East, but the East is getting better every year. I don't know, but hey, the money, he took the money, But at the same time, I would ask you guys, where what place would be better? The teams that he could have gone to, and I'll give you this: Mavericks, yes, but it looks like the Mavericks are good right now on guard, like Donnie said earlier. They're looking at they like Dinwiddie, and they like Tim Hardaway Jr. also. The
Bradley
other
Beal's
teams,
a wing. Bradley Beal's a wing.
Bradley Beal's a wing.
Yeah, he's a small forward.
He's a shooting guard.
He's a small forward, shot shooting guard. Same thing. It's a wing.
Anyways, all the
Wow.
he's a shooting guard, but all the teams that you could give him the max besides the Mavericks, I like the Wizards situation better. So
Really?
I mean,
Because he could have gone to Miami corrupted. I don't think the Wizards have a better situation than Miami. Bro.
Yeah.
he could have gone to Miami.
Yeah.
But yes,
could've
Miami
gone
was
to Miami.
interested. Yes.
They had the
He
money to
could've
do that.
Sign a trade. They signed a trade.
Oh yeah, I fucking.
Miami did have slight.
Come on, correct.
You could have gone to Boston
yeah.
He's a
too.
shooting guard though.
That would
could've
have
gone to Boston,
cost
too,
him Jalen Brown.
Boston would have been
I saw a lot of stuff about that.
I'm talking about strictly signing wise.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well. All right.
All right.
Okay. Your face.
Here's what I want to talk about next. I want y'all to put into this. What the fuck happened to Ayton?
Go ahead, MJ.
DeAndre Ayton. I have a hot take about him. B-Hub already knows this. DeAndre Ayton will be an Atlanta Hawk, and it will be in the trade for John Collins.
Ooh.
And Capella will be dealt somewhere else. That will make DeAndre Ayton the center for DeJounte Murray and Trae Young. I've been onto this, man, and I just think it makes sense. Clint Capella, look, he's a serviceable center, but he's getting older. They got on Kongwu, but I think Kongwu's more of a backup center who can come in and provide you some spark plays than a starter in this league. John Collins is on his way out, and that can match salaries with a sign and trade. You get John Collins over to Phoenix, who can play well next to Booker and Chris Paul. I think that this actually makes more sense than people maybe have expected, man. I think Ayton is going to the Atlanta Hawks.
That's interesting.
Couch.
You can go ahead, Grub. You go ahead, Grub.
I was gonna say actually, I'd like that for the Hawks very much. They had Ayton, Dejounte Murray, and Trae Young. Oh my gosh, that's a great players. And then, the Suns could get like guys like Clint Capella back if they wanted him, DeAndre Hunter. So I think that could definitely happen. I think the Mavericks are out on Ayton. Are they? Everybody can be
Yes.
update on that. I think they're out on Ayton.
Yeah, so are the Nets. The Nets do not want anything to do with DeAndre Ayton. He signed and trade.
Yeah.
Fisher of ESPN. Yeah.
Yes. And the Pistons, I'm pretty sure they're also out on Ayton. They like Jalen Durant, and they don't want to trade any of their aspects right now. Yes, the Hawks is a very good option. But, what if it's, crazy scenario, the Blazers?
Yeah, I mean, they're looking to trade for a star. They were in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes as well. So they're looking to trade for not a star, a guy who could fill in max contract slot. So the Blazers and Yusuf Nurkic, you can do that on a sign and trade, give them back Nurkic. That's not underrated one.
And
I feel
like
that scenario right there with the Nurkic.
Yep.
Beal? Yes. I like that. I'm with that.
I'm a smart guy. It happens.
Okay, you know what? Humble yourself. Humble
yeah,
yourself,
I apologize.
But I do like that. Trey.
Donnie, what were you gonna say?
I think DeAndre Ayton is gonna be a Chicago Bull. I think DeAndre Ayton is gonna be a Chicago Bull. I think it's gonna be a 3-team deal. I don't know which third team wants to get on here. I think it just makes sense for what the Bulls are looking for in a big. And Gobert is way too much. And frankly, that contract is disgusting. So if I were Chicago, I would trade for DeAndre Ayton. And I would think it would involve Kobe White and a first-round pick because his market is not there. The Nets don't want him. The Nets don't want anything to do with him, and he's not going to get a max deal. So if you sign him on a 3-year deal for like 90 mil, or 60 mil, 90 mil, that's ridiculous. For like 20 mil a year for a good young center, I'd take that any day over. No offense, Vucevic, you're ancient like a cave painting,
If we can pull off a sign trade where we can get DeAndre Ayton here on a much cheaper deal, I could be with that. And then we go ahead and tack on Gallinari with that roster. I could be with that. But I don't think it's going to happen, though.
Solid.
Is the audio good now? Was it my mic?
Yeah. Corrupt was a little choppy, but you're good now.
Yeah, you're good now.
We got a $10 donation from Arturo. I got Beal. I get Beal is getting 50 mil per year, and it's hard to turn that down. But, bro, it's the Wizards. They ain't going to be top contenders soon, but money talks these days. Would prefer to go somewhere else. Yeah, it's so easy to say that, us talking about that when we're not him and we're not in his situation, just not take that kind of money per year. But, I could not stay in Washington.
Yeah. That's a tough situation because I also look at it the perspective of Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal still's a man that has a family, and his family was basically raised there. So we're basically getting $250 million. You don't have to move schools and do all that extra stuff.
Yeah,
I also see that perspective from it a little bit because he's basically Washington's like a home for him. So he's big around the community there. The community just loves that dude. So I understand other aspects of it. And then realistically, right? Let's say we're all pretty successful people. but we got $250 million sitting on our faces. Now we could go get $100 million. Maybe we might be more winning. We might have more chance at winning. But you got 250 mil. What are y'all doing? That's just my add-on question.
I'm taking that money.
Taking the money.
Taking the money.
Personally, if I was an NBA player, I mean, maybe I'd be skewed. Maybe I'd turn out different. But I'd actually probably would go to the winning situation more so. A promising situation. That's what I'd do though.
How I feel like
I'd even take pay cuts, but that's a Spurs way.
Take pay cuts like Tim Duncan, like Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, I feel like I'd probably be along that kind of line too.
Especially if it's a team I love. Like I grew up there and shit. Yeah.
If I got drafted by the Sixers, I'm taking every single pay cut in the world for a single time.
It'll fuck you over though.
No, I'm not getting screwed over. But
5 year,
I'm a max contract player. If I'm a $120 million player, I'll take 105 to help the team win.
Yeah. All right. We have another donation from Arturo too. Thank you so much, buddy. He says he would have still gotten a lot of money somewhere else. I don't know by how much, but much less than 250 million. Yeah, I mean, these guys still are going to make a whole lot of money, but
I mean, he's set for
that's
life.
Just us,
yeah.
That's just us. JB Taylor says you could buy a McDonald's B-Hub. You could do that.
Oh my God!
That kind of money,
and I can get out of here.
Get out of Virginia. If y'all don't know, B-Hub's like Virginia's like jail to him, bro. I feel like Virginia's like jail. He just can't get out, bro.
We're almost at 300 likes, by the way. Thank you guys so much. We're 12 away from 300 likes. Hit that thumbs up. Mods, if you can drop MG and Corrupt's channel once again, please do so. Go subscribe to him.
Appreciate it.
I don't understand why Zach LaVine is taking his time and re-signing with the Chicago Bulls. Like, that has me, I'm not going to lie, a little bit curious. I mean, it was talked about for the last, week or two that he's fully expected to re-sign with the Chicago Bulls. Apparently, he's been telling the guys that he's going to do it. He's going to stay. But now he's going to wait until the weekend, apparently, to make his decision. Why? Why wait?
That's weird.
What's the holdup here?
Oh, I don't know, man.
You think some teams
I don't know. Is he like just wondering if someone just picks up the phone and calls him up and offers him some sort of crazy ass deal and situation?
Maybe he's testing.
I don't understand why he's hesitating on signing.
Maybe he's testing out the market, see where his value is, see what other teams think about him. We know Chicago values him as a max player, but he wants to know his value around the league. Maybe if he gets a chance, I'm not saying that there's a team out there, but if he gets a chance to maybe go to a team with more potential and get a similar contract to he was to Chicago, maybe he might be interested in that offer. Maybe he's just testing the market, or maybe he might be seeing how bad Chicago really wants to bring him back. Those things also can happen too. So he's probably, I think he's playing a little mind games. I think he will sign, but I think his mind games can play a little bit here by LaVine, and I kind of like it.
T-Web says he's probably trying to shoot another Carvana commercial. He does be doing a lot of commercials.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
He does do a lot of commercials.
Where do you guys think Malcolm Brogdon is going?
Ooh.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Because he's a big name that's been brought up a lot.
I've even heard Dallas Mavericks also linked to Malcolm Brogdon as well.
Yeah. Brogdon, if all fails and Brunson is back to Dallas, New York, if all else fails.
I think Brogdon probably stays.
Wow.
Really?
Brogdon to
the Hornets?
I
He's
got
not free enough for the Hornets.
Yeah, I got an update on the what the Nets want for Kevin Durant. This is from Stephen A. Smith, so take it with a grain of salt, please. The Brooklyn Nets want at least 2 All-Stars in exchange for Kevin Durant, per Stephen A. Smith.
2?
Per Stephen A. Smith. Now, take that with a grain of salt, please.
Oh, my God.
2 All-Stars.
2 All-Stars.
Stay off the weed.
I mean, wow.
What?
I mean, here's the thing. Wow. If you one All-Star is cool, right? But if you're trading for 2 All-Stars, you can't match salaries unless you trade away Ben Simmons. You can't. This physically it's not possible. I don't care if you go over the luxury tax.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes
You want
zero
2
sense.
All-Stars and probably draft picks on top of that. Where are they going to find that?
No, where?
Unless like they, I don't know. Do
What
they
team-
consider Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey both like
All-Star
All-Star
caliber?
yeah All-Star caliber talents?
We're
If
talking
that is
caliber. Okay.
if that's the case, then the Sixers got Kevin Durant in the bag. Then if that's actually the case,
This man Nas is gonna go crazy.
nah. But I don't.
I
Think
mean,
I mean, unless they still consider Westbrook.
that no. Now let's
Arturo,
take that. I don't believe Stephen A. Smith. I'm sorry, I don't believe him in most things. But go. I do like. I'm gonna steal your point, MG. Ingram and Zion. That's a lot. That's a lot, bro.
Arturo just said, "Yeah, who?
Mm.
I
If
That's
I'm the
not
Pelicans, I'm not
something
doing
I
it.
can think about.
think about it.
I
If
don't
I'm the Pelicans, I'd do that, but you gotta give me KD and Kyrie back. I'll add some
What?
picks I'll add some picks if I'm the Pelicans. But if I'm trading
If I'm the Pelicans,
away Zion and
Oh.
BI with 2 or 3 additional picks, you gotta give me both then. No
No,
way I'm
no.
trading. No way I'm trading Zion, BI,
Honestly,
and picks
bro.
just for KD.
Man,
I'm not doing
I
that.
actually, if you're going that far, I want KD, Kyrie, and Joe Harris, bro. Like, not even like for real.
Yeah, if you want both,
honestly,
Zion, bro. No
if I'm
way.
the Pelicans, I'm keeping my squad and rolling with that squad for years to come. That's just me, though.
KD to the Warriors.
No.
KD to the Warriors.
The
Josh is
Shanghai
gonna.
Sharks.
This is one of
The
those
Shanghai
moments,
Sharks.
right here. This is one of those moments where Josh is just saying it and it's gonna happen. It's just
Nope.
gonna happen.
You know what?
Tomorrow
Fuck.
we're gonna see breaking news. You're not gonna believe it, folks. You're not gonna believe it.
We're gonna all think it's fake, bro.
He's back. He's back to the
I'm gonna be
bay.
so
You know what? I
pissed
think
off.
Kevin Durant's going to go to the Portland Trailblazers.
Okay.
Who
I
the
think
two?
nobody is
package?
talking about that because it's well, you know, they posted Damian Lillard posted that picture of like him next to
He can
KD.
post pictures all he wants.
But but I think they have to give up Anthony Simons. They'd have to give up that.
Okay.
Probably they have a pretty good
Shane
decent
Sharp?
size of picks. Sharp, they'd have to give up Sharp.
Josh Hart, maybe.
Josh Hart probably. So they could do it. Probably throw in Nurkic and get Claxton back as well.
Mm.
That'd be
I
crazy.
think that would actually make Portland probably a top 4 team in the West if they were to get Kevin Durant.
Interesting.
Wait.
So
All right, so if Portland has KD, Damian Lillard, and what other
Grant,
piece?
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant, you're saying that's
Oh,
a top
shit.
4 team? I don't know if they'll be better than the Clippers healthy.
Ooh.
They wouldn't.
But they wouldn't
I'll
be.
tell you that right now.
but
They wouldn't.
I think
I
they
don't
could still
think
be
they
top
would.
4.
Off the top
You
of my head.
If that
I think-
happens in a scenario, I got the Warriors, the Clippers, the Grizzlies.
I wrote
Then I would have the Trailblazers, then the Lakers. That's how I would have, or then the Mavericks, then the Lakers. That's how I'd have it.
Okay.
Honestly, I might have the Mavericks over those two teams.
Man, the West is going to be so fucking hard next year. God damn.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
And if Jamal Murray and PJ comes back good,
Oh, yeah, I
Nuggets
forgot
over those
about
two
Denver,
teams.
too,
Don't give a
yeah.
damn.
Denver.
New Orleans.
We have a $2 donation from Matthew Goodman. Josh, don't put that voodoo out there, you wizard.
Oh,
I'm just saying, man, crazy shit can happen sometimes. Thank you, Matthew.
do want to say I saw super earlier in the chat. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we missed this. Beantown Sports, Bobby, he said something about like how he has like 1 more day left, and he was like in the hospital, 7 hours left to go.
Oh, my goodness. Bobby,
Hell
if you're
yeah.
still listening, man.
Let's
Fuck
go,
yeah.
Bobby. We're rooting for you, man.
That dude was a soldier, man.
I can't believe I forgot that.
Yo, we hit 300 likes, by the way. Let's go.
go.
Let's
baby.
go.
Let's fucking go. Oh, I ate
Yeah.
spaghetti. Here's my next topic, guys. Do you guys think Josh will throw up from the spaghetti?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, this is not an exaggeration. This is not a joke. That shit is turning in my stomach, and I can feel it here, like coming up here. It is disgusting, and I'm trying ever so hard to keep it together.
It is not the spaghetti. It is the blue moon
It's
that
the
is
blue
swirling
moon.
it up.
It's
swirling
a
it up.
disaster. It's a fucking lethal combination.
Now, Josh, I don't think I agree with Corrupt. I don't think it's much the spaghetti. I think it's the blue moon that's actually doing, because you drunk warm blue moon.
Yeah.
That actually might be doing. Now the spaghetti will come out with it if you vomit, because it'll just happen. But yeah,
Don't you talk down on blue moon.
I already can't wait for the next regular season.
Me neither.
After everyone signed up, traded for, I might even get into the summer league. I never I never really got that much into it. Like I'd catch the highlights and the little snippets here and there from like Rojo or something. But man, I might actually sit down and watch me some summer league games.
I'm watching every single summer league game. I can't wait to see Jeremy Sawhead, Malachi. I'm watching every single game. What else do I have to do? What else do I have to watch?
That's cap.
Josh Primo, Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham, and Blake Wesley. I have to watch them.
Why are you talking to a wall?
We should do a game together.
Kind of nice.
Corrupt.
What's up?
We should do a
I'm down. I'm down.
Yo,
do the Spurs versus Bulls summer league game?
Yeah.
I'll do a summer league game, bro.
Well, I'll do that right now. Come on.
MG?
Yeah, I'll do it. Summer
league, let's
bro.
go.
Let's go.
I do it.
Oh my God. Couches?
I do one.
Have Adrian Woj couch
man?
Bro, where are these signings at?
Corrupt. The signings are going to happen in the weekend. I'm telling you, like the other big ones. There's some bigger shoes to drop here. Zach LaVine. I don't know why he's not signing that shit right now. I seriously thought he was going to be one of the first shoes to drop.
Yeah.
When free agency happened, because it seemed like a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
And also, can we talk about how the Bulls last year got popped for tampering? But all these people, Jalen Brunson was already offered a deal. The Mavs were told about the specifics of the deal. No tampering for the New York Knicks or anybody.
The Sixers basically tampered the fuck out of PJ Tucker.
What the fuck is tampering? And why did we get popped with it last year? We lost out of it.
At least stay consistent. At least
Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, at least.
I'm gonna fucking put that up right now. What the fuck?
Why having the Bulls?
Yeah, Nathan Hill with a $2 donation just said kind of concerned about LaVine hasn't signed yet.
I know, dude. I'm not that worried, but I'm a little worried. You know, it's weird. I just don't understand it. Why not just sign right now?
If I still had Dejounte Murray on my team, I'd be praising the Zach LaVine Spurs boat.
Walkout Sports Talk. JB tells us, Josh, you down for a Hornets game? I'm absolutely down to stream the Hornets, live from the state penitentiary system with Montrezl Harrell and Miles Bridges. Absolutely down to stream that game.
The Charlie Hornies.
If anyone wants to know, are you guys going to talk about John Wall? Let's talk about John Wall.
John Wall.
Los Angeles Clippers. What you think about that, guys?
John Wall. I mean, the Clippers. Who is their starting point guard? Eric Bledsoe last season.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
I honestly think Reggie Jackson should start. I'm not lying. I low-key like Reggie Jackson.
I
like Reggie Jackson.
Yeah,
I like Reggie Jackson.
You know what's so good about this though? Whoever loses, if Reggie Jackson loses a starting job, he's a six man. If John Wall doesn't get a starting job, he's a six man. Either way, it works out for the Clippers.
How old is John Wall?
Like
the Clippers are going 31. To be a dangerous team next year.
Oh,
they are.
Well coached too. Ty Lue won me over last season completely.
I think people forgot some of the trades they did in the trade deadline. The team right now is looking like Reggie Jackson, Norman Powell. That's a trade that happened.
That's right.
Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Zubac, unless I'm forgetting somebody else. Oh, they also got Robert Covington too.
Mr. Covington.
which helps their defense help defense a lot. It's like the Clippers are. I think Clippers are a really good team to watch next year. People seem to forget.
They're definitely a top 4 team in the West. Definitely
Yes.
a top 4 team in the West.
The Clippers have a mixture of depth and just wing depth and guard depth. I love them.
Now, I think John Wall should start because I think he's a better playmaker than Reggie Jackson, and I think that's what they desperately need. That's what they need next to Kawhi Leonard. Like, even though Kawhi Leonard's a pretty good passer in his own right, I think if you put a really good passer on the court like John Wall, even though he's not prime John Wall, it can unlock a lot more of their offense.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of games. He's missed a lot of games over the last 2-3 years. But yeah, if they can get a good John Wall, good healthy season for him, dude, that's so much upside, more to them. We have a $2 donation real quick from Josh. He says, seeing teams think KD, Kyrie to the Lakers is possible.
No.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about both of them. One of them maybe. Both, I'd be shocked.
No way, both happen.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, no way, both happen. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Now I'll ask this next topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better LA team next season, Lakers or the Clippers?
Oh, this is easy.
As
Right
of
now?
right now,
As of right now, and then we're
Clippers.
talking about hypotheticals.
Clippers.
Yep.
Shit.
Clippers.
If KD and Kyrie go to the Lakers, I still might fucking.
Bro, right
Nah.
now.
Oh, say that again, Crook.
I said, shit. Even if KD and Kyrie go to the Lakers, I might still pick the Clippers. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
KD,
Yeah.
Kyrie, and LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's the trio.
Yeah.
he's still going.
That's a
I
big
love-
fucking three right
No.
there. That is
I
the biggest
I
three
love
in
the
NBA. You're gonna take the Clippers over that? I'm
I
not saying
love-
you're wrong. I'm not saying I completely disagree with that, but that's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
got
think I might, and I still probably think about it. But at the same time, though, as a team as a whole, overall, depth wise, and looking at the coach, Clippers got the better one. The Clippers
I
got
just
that over
can't
them.
get down with that because you
Like-
got two of the greatest players in the game right now.
Like,
Kevin
hold on.
Durant and LeBron James. You can't. If you got Kyrie, just has to show up and play basketball. If Kyrie shows up, no.
I feel like people forgetting how good Kawhi Leonard is.
No,
Oh, I
Kawhi's
can't
a
wait.
great-
Oh my
Kawhi's a good
goodness.
player.
You
Kawhi's a
have
good
the
player.
two greatest
I feel
scorers
like-
in this generation on the same
You
fucking team,
You have
bro.
the two greatest players in this, bro. The two
Okay.
of the top 3 greatest players in this.
People fucking told me this with James Harden, Kyrie, and
Okay, but that's
fucking Kevin Durant.
LeBron James and Kevin Durant, bro. I don't. Kyrie Irving's hard.
Yes, it is
LeBron James.
It is LeBron James.
Like
It is LeBron
LeBron
James.
James.
But I don't know. I think that's how good the Clippers are.
I don't know, bro.
I need Joe to jump at the elbow.
I think
Darren
that's-
says I just subscribed to it. This is what you say. It's a little bit of a hot take.
B,
I
what
don't-
is your thoughts?
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
I
Donnie.
don't know.
I think if that were to happen, I think that'd probably be one of the greatest teams of the modern era. Regardless of like they're not. If they were to do that, it would probably have to be a forced trade, and they wouldn't give up much to the Nets, in my opinion. Well, AD and Russell Westbrook's a lot to give up. You know, that's a lot to give up. But they would still have. Well,
Breaking news.
some map.
Jalen
What,
Brunson
something happened?
agreed to a 4-year, $104 million with the Knicks. It was less than expected.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Jalen Brunson has agreed to a 4-year deal worth $104 million with the New York Knicks. That's less than what we expected originally. It's not the 4-year, $110 million deal. So he took
And it
less
includes
6 mil less.
That's still 26 million.
That's how
It's still
good the
overpay.
Mavericks are
That's
offering.
still an overpay.
Still
But-
overpay. And that's kind of
official.
same the Mavs did, except shorter.
No, it was 5 years.
Shorter years.
Yeah.
Shorter years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shorter years.
That's still more money.
Wow.
And there's a player option. They probably put in the player option. That's probably what they did.
all right, so it's
Mhm.
official. Brunson.
Yep,
Okay.
it's official. Jalen Brunson to the Knicks. They gave him the bag.
By the way, Isaiah, yes, I would be down to do some of the game with you.
No,
Yeah,
it's just
I agree. Overpaying.
it's a little bit of a hot take, but I think the Clippers have the best roster on paper
In the league?
as far going in the season
They
right now.
might have the best overall
Eh.
roster, but that talent of a trio of LeBron James, Kyrie Irving,
Yeah.
and KD, hypothetically, if they were together,
I I'm playing devil's advocate. The Warriors still have a better roster than the Clippers. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me. I think
Oh,
the Warriors have a better
See,
roster.
here's I'm a little I'm worried about I'm a little bit worried about Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Not
That's
gonna lie.
fair. But you
Not
know
gonna
who
lie.
I'm not worried about? Because they got guys who can
Wiggins?
replace them. Wiggins, Jordan Poole, GP the second, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
GB the second is about to leave. But yeah.
No, he's not leaving Golden State, bro. He said if Golden State doesn't resign him, he'll literally get a janitor's job to stay there. This dude is staying with the Warriors. You got
He
GP
talks
the
expensive
second.
gender.
Yeah, that's
For
very
real.
expensive.
But yeah, Warriors
Now,
got the roster.
I have a question, another hypothetical with this Lakers or Clippers thing. Now, let's say they do trade for Kyrie Irving, and they get. Do you want to go with make salary work and get Joe Harris as well, or do you have to do you just Kyrie for the sake of hypotheticals?
If Kyrie goes to the Clippers instead of
And the Lakers goes to the Lakers.
if Kyrie goes to the Lakers,
Would that big three of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving, with the signings they've already made, be on par with the Clippers?
ooh, see that's tough because Anthony Davis, you can't trust him to stay
Yeah.
healthy. You can't
Yes.
trust him to stay healthy. Kyrie Irving, he'll stub his toe or have a bad day and not want to play for 3 months. Yeah, and LeBron James is going to be left alone, fucking carrying at the age of 38.
That's crazy.
I think
to
I
say.
trust the Clippers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy that we're still
But
saying
MG, like what you said earlier, the best California team in this hypothetical would probably still be the Warriors.
I agree.
currently
Yeah.
constructed.
Ooh.
Currently constructed. I got Golden State. Currently constructed.
Currently constructed, yeah. Well,
Yeah. I got the Clippers number 2. But
I'd go Clippers. I'd go Clippers 1, Warriors 2.
Ooh,
I-
Clippers over the Warriors.
No.
Over
Currently, right now,
look,
No.
Kyrie, not Kyrie Irving, but Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
He'll be back for a full season next
Yeah,
year
he'll be.
with Steph Curry and Jordan Poole.
man, I really do like the Warriors team a lot, but I don't know. There's something about the Clippers that I really like, and plus, I do think that some of the players on the Warriors will regress.
And I want to bring up Wiseman. What if Wiseman finally
Oh,
plays next year all
Forgot
season
about
long?
Yeah,
I'm not too high on
You
Wiseman, to
forgot
be
about
fair.
Wiseman.
You're
But-
not too high on Wiseman. I mean,
but he's still like that does something.
Yeah, it does something. It does something. I did forget about him. I'm still taking the Clippers.
I'm
think,
taking the Golden State. Go ahead, Donnie.
I mean, I
It's
don't
close
think,
though. It's not.
I gotta get a hot take as well. I think the Pelicans might be the second best team in the
Whoa.
West next season.
Eduardo, please don't spam, bro.
ooh, that's hot.
Yeah, no
I love that take. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love that take.
I'm not even kidding. Like, they have a deep ass roster.
They do.
Don't clip that. They have a deep ass roster. And
But there's a big
I
butt
think
in the Pelicans.
the big butt is Zion. But when Zion played,
Hey, yo.
led the league. He led the league in
You guys,
Not a big butt.
I mean,
you got a
you
big
got a
ass.
Hey,
You got a big ass, bro.
go ahead, Donnie. Go ahead.
But
he squats, bro. He squats.
he's not lying. But I think with the way Zion is looking in this offseason, I think he legit might be one of the better players this upcoming season. One of the better younger players coming up this season. And I think CJ McCollum's only going to get better with with what's going on in that Pelicans roster. And I think Jose Alvarado and Herb Jones are going to get better as well.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
completely honest with you guys. I'm honest with you right now. I actually really like that take from Donnie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dyson Daniels, CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Zion healthy, and Jonas
JP.
Valanciunas with Herb Jones and Jose Alvarado coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing offensive and defensive team.
I love it. I love their team. I love their team. But you're talking about possibly the second best team in the West
that is a
next
little
year?
crazy. That is
You
a
know
little
what I
As
crazy,
it
Donnie.
With the
currently
Clippers coming
stands,
back, I mean, with the
The West is
Warriors
so.
being there,
that's why it's so
Grizzlies.
hard. I don't think you could probably say who the best. Well, you can't say it's the Warriors, but that's it. Like you can't. You can argue for all the rest of the spots in the playoff bracket.
You know what though? You know what I will say, Donnie? Willie Green will win Coach of the Year next year, and that's why the Pelicans will be a top 5
That's
seed.
not a hot take. That's not a
I
hot
think
take.
Willie Green for the Pelicans is Coach of the Year next year.
I think Willie Green's one of the better coaches in the league.
I think he's the 4th best coach in the West, behind Monty Williams, Steve Kerr, and Greg Popovich.
Yeah.
Tyronn Lue, that's actually close. So actually, top 5 coach in the West.
right now, I'd probably put the Pelicans as a 5th seed.
That's completely fair. That is a completely fair
a 4
take.
5 seed,
I see that as well.
something like that.
Yeah, I put on my list of like teams right now in the top 5. Currently,
Okay.
I'd have Clippers 1, Warriors 2, Mavericks 3, and that's a little bit of a hint who I have next year winning an award. But 4 Pelicans and 5 Nuggets. That's like my 5.
Oh, you have Christian Wood winning the MVP next year?
Shut up, bro.
Wow. Christian
bro,
Wood
that's
with
No,
the
I
hammer.
don't. Oh my
I mean,
god.
you didn't say a name, so I'm just
You have Spencer Dinwiddie winning MVP?
Oh, my
Wow.
Wait, did I just hear Julius Randle for MVP? Yo, you got me there, bro.
Damn.
Okay.
You know I hate
Amir
Julius Randle,
Coffey?
bro. Oh my god.
Don't you talk about the GOAT like that.
Brooks is
We'll
lurking.
make this a whole
waiting.
fucking Amir Coffee podcast.
Amir Coffee.
Amir Coffee.
The Amir Coffee Roundtable just changed the
Why the
title to that.
Why the fuck did they pay him? Why did they pay him though?
No extra
Like,
sources.
for real.
Amir caught. It was 3-year, 11 million, right? That's like, that's like
Like
3 mil a year.
3.5
Yeah.
a year, yeah.
All right, so
For
since Corrupt,
garbage?
since Corrupt kind of like hinted at already at this, I'm gonna ask this question. It's way stupid, too early. We're in the
Yeah.
too stupid early. Who's the MVP next year?
Luka Doncic.
Look at Dodgers the MVP next season.
Yes,
Okay.
it's time.
That could
It's
very
time.
well happen.
It's time. I think the Mavericks could be a top 3 seed in the West, and with amazing numbers, he'll win MVP. I think so. I think Steph Curry. He's, you saw a little bit this season, a little bit more inefficient than usual. I think he might be slightly going down. He's still gonna be Steph Curry, don't get me wrong. But I think the Luka Doncic will outplay him next year. And the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George together, I think they kind of cancel each other out. So I think in the top 3 seeds, first off, Luka's gonna have an amazing year, statistics wise. And then of course he's gonna be the best player out of the top 3 teams.
Arturo says Trae Young.
Ooh. Y'all know
But
who my-
Luka Doncic, you see how much he's in shape right now? He's
Really?
looking way different right now. He's serious. Who's your MVP next year? Just early.
Oh my god, bro.
That man is never, and I mean ever, going to win an MVP. MG.
No one
It's
cares
done.
about Joel
It's
second
time from
round.
last season. If he didn't win it last year, it's not going to happen.
The vote, bro. Listen, they hate the process. But realistically, now I think Embiid's going to be a top 3 candidate for MVP like the next 2 years. He just won't win it. It's just not his luck. It's just not his award to win. He's going to have to just try to win finals MVP at this point. But I think my MVP for next season, with the slight decline I see coming for Chris Paul, will be Devin Booker. I'm calling it right here. Devin Booker for MVP.
Wow.
Ooh.
So that means, because what I'm looking at it, right? I think Chris Paul is going to have definitely a significantly different season than he has in the past. It's not going to be pretty. I think.
Mhm.
Devin Booker and Aim's gone. They could get something good back from him. But you see Devin Booker. Wow, if he can, with all the teams in the West right now that I really like, the Suns can rally that team to like a top 3 seed. Devin Booker. That'd be crazy. I forgot about the Suns when I was making my list, low key. I think I might replace the Nuggets or the Pelicans.
Wow. Oh my God, Isaiah. Wow. Okay.
Isaiah with the 2000 Nation. AD finally has AD has a full offseason to heal. He's my MVP. Not a bad chance.
I think there's a chance for him to win Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think there's a chance for him to win MVP.
That's more likely.
I think if we were to get Kyrie, there's too many votes to go around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let B-Hub go next. Let Beal go next.
Oh, he's about to say something outlandish.
I have a guy by the name of Ja Morant winning MVP next year.
Okay, popular pick, but I like it.
I like
All
that
about moments, and he's going to have spectacular moments and the opportunities to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And with Triple J, unfortunately having that injury, he's going to be out till probably January, right?
Yep.
Ja Morant is going to have already a lot on his shoulders right out the gate, and if he can keep Memphis in that, top 4 seed, preferably top 3, yeah, I mean, I could see that for him.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot the fucking Grizzlies existed when making this list. Holy crap, the West
I was
is
about to say, like,
stacked.
Do
The
you
West is stacked.
do you forget
Oh my
like half
gosh.
the teams in the league when you're making the list, bro?
Yeah.
I do,
It's
bro.
something.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
bro,
exactly what I do.
Guy off either.
Oh my
Dude,
goodness.
the only teams that I
Pelicans.
remember-
Pelicans
the
are
only
not gonna
teams
be top.
Corrupt remembered today was the Clippers and the Warriors and the Spurs. Like that's the only teams he remembered today.
Spurs will be 15 seed, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
My MVP for next year is going to be Zion Williamson.
Yeah, that's right. He had the second seeded Pelicans. That makes sense.
I have 2 choices. It was between Jason Tatum or Zion Williamson, but I want to see what the Boston Celtics do before. Like, if they trade for KD, I don't think you'll get enough votes to get MVP. But I'm doing a hot take. I think Zion Williamson is going to win MVP.
Okay.
Here's my MVP list. Top 3. 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I fucking love that.
Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is going to be Steph Curry. Neck and
Mm.
neck with also Luka Doncic. That's my top 3 candidates for MVP
like
next
it.
year.
In that order? Was it 1, 2, 3
Yeah,
in that
in
order?
that order.
That's the
Giannis,
worst one.
Curry, Luka.
I like it.
I like it. If I had to
Zion, by
round,
the way, comeback player of the year next year.
oh yeah, or most
Mm.
yeah.
No,
Now,
most
Or,
improved.
yeah, most improved. I'm sorry.
if I'm rounding
Would it be
out,
most 27 points per
depends.
game?
It depends. It honestly depends. But if I had to round out a top 3, so I had Booker's my MVP at 1. I'm gonna have Giannis at 2. Giannis for the entirety of his prime will always be an MVP candidate. He's the best player in basketball. And at
Facts.
number 3, I'm gonna have to go with number 3. I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic. I gotta go with Luka. And
Luka's
here I got a hot take
Okay.
about Jason Tatum. He'll get the Ja Morant treatment. As far as how they say Ja Morant seems so good that he couldn't win MVP. Like last year, the narrative was Ja Morant's team wins without him so much.
Are you
That's
okay,
why they were
Corrupt?
criticizing for awards. Corrupts is dead.
Did he die?
So I think with Jason Tatum, the Celtics are able to find ways to win without him, and Jalen Brown has moments where he steps up more than Tatum. I think that he's going to get sometimes that treatment where, man, Tatum's a great player, but the Celtics, man, he's not the most valuable player because look what the Celtics can do when he's not doing well at all, right? Where Luka, if he's bad, the Mavericks are not doing anything. If Booker's bad next year, I think the Suns are going to be disappointing. And then Giannis, literally, it's proven with statistics and just in general. When Giannis is off the court, the Bucks are a playing level team. Like that's what the statistics and the eye test will tell you. When he's on the court, they're a top 3 seed in the East and competing for championships. Giannis is one of the most valuable players I've ever seen.
All right, Zach White, who's been a Cult of Fury Elite member for 17 months. What's up, guys? How are y'all? Doing great, man. Doing great. Very sore, though.
Sure.
What
Hello, Zach
seed
White.
will the Blazers be? Healthy team could be dangerous, in my opinion, but we are never. Hope we make a splash in free agency, but doubt it. You would have to make a tsunami type of splash in free agency and through trades because right now, Zach White, as constructed with all these other teams, I don't even know if I have you guys even in the play-in.
I
Tough
think they would make the plan. I think. Well, okay, Jazz, but I don't think the Jazz are gonna sit like this.
It depends on
As it stands right now. See, you still got the Jazz. You still got the. Oh my God. You still got the T Wolves, who I think are better than you.
Wow, yeah.
shoot.
11th seed.
I mean, and we're forgetting, and they didn't make the playoffs last year. The Lakers, if they make the right moves this year, they're going to be back in playoff contention. So
I mean,
Yeah,
like
maybe
and
they're
that's
just more
not
healthy.
saying- I like what the Trailblazers have done with their roster. Jeremy Grant is a great fit, but
mhm.
it's the West. Like
The West,
If you guys were in the East, you'd probably be the 6th seed. That's how good the West is.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm gonna say that you guys missed the play-in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so
think-
crazy.
Also, the number 1 seeded team in the West. If Kevin Durant gets traded to the West, they're gonna be a number 1 seeded team. It doesn't matter where.
Okay.
Unless he gets traded to like the Kings or something. But if he gets traded to a contending team, they're gonna be the number 1 seed.
We have a $2 donation from Matthew Goodman. It says it'll be Giannis 1, Luka 2, and Joker 3. I don't think any of us mentioned Joker, did we? Did anyone of us?
I didn't mention him purposely
Voting
because
fatigue.
Michael Porter's coming back in voter fatigue. Michael Porter and Jamal Murray coming back too.
Tomorrow, yeah, it's gonna be huge.
I
Thank you so much, Matthew Goodman. Nathan Hill with a $2 donation. DeMar DeRozan for MVP. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I would love for it to happen, but
Bulls number 1 seed?
you know. But you know what though? If the Bulls are the number 1 seed and we do have a guy on our roster who's an MVP candidate, it's got to be LaVine. Like LaVine needs to step up and be that guy.
Yep.
You know,
If he
I
stays
was
with the Bulls.
expecting that last year, but he just sat back and let DeMar take over, and he did take over for a good part of the season. But LaVine needs to be that guy, especially once he gets this extension.
Who knows, Josh? Maybe LaVine's a Los Angeles Clipper by tomorrow.
Jesus,
I'm just
But
saying.
Bad voodoo out there.
damn.
who do you guys think would be a dark horse MVP candidate next year? Just very early,
Dark horse.
way too early prediction.
Anthony Edwards.
Ooh.
I was
I know
just
that one.
about to fucking say
Woo.
that. Goddamn.
I got-
Antonio Edwards.
Yep.
Antonio.
I got
Ooh,
Antonio
y'all,
Edwards.
y'all praise this
Like,
team, but
dark
y'all ain't say
horse.
this guy's name, bro. I know Zion's there, but give some respect to Bi, bro. I'm tired of the
Rated
Bi.
acre of my
B.I.
life.
I like Bi.
I'm
I
tired
love
of the
BI, bro.
bro.
Okay. Dark horse, huh?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
What about you guys in chat? Who's a dark horse candidate for you? I saw someone say Trey Young.
I seen Jimmy Butler.
That's interesting.
Zion Williamson, Jimmy Butler, Jalen Green.
Whew.
That's
Jalen,
more
That
than
is
a
a-
dark horse.
That is a mega.
That's a wild take, bro.
Look at these Warriors fans coming in with the Klay
Shit.
Thompson.
damn. I don't
Well,
know.
you
That's
have
the
some
Anthony
points.
Edwards one.
That's
a
the best
one.
solid dark horse.
That was the one I was gonna say. You fucking took it.
If I-
That's a good one.
yeah.
What about Kawhi Leonard? Could he be an MVP next year?
Yeah.
It's just
Load
he
management.
he does load management, but it's also very hard because he has Paul George, who's a top 15 player.
Also,
in
he
the league.
might win comeback and player of the year. So
Or-
As I look down the chat,
Somebody say Kawhi.
this is Kawhi Leonard.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Why'd you spell it like Kawaii?
Kawhi.
I'll say it. Damian Lillard.
I was
Same
thinking
guy.
too.
MVP candidate. Whoa!
Yo, Salutes Nation in the chat said Tyrese Maxey. If he's the MVP over Joel Embiid, either Joel Embiid fell off a little bit or Tyrese Maxey's just that damn good. Also, too, I see someone say Jalen Green. If I have to do a rookie from last year, my dark horse MVP is Kate Cunningham. He's the top option of that team.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
They
Yeah,
have a lot of potential.
yeah. Kid Cunningham.
Hey, Pistons.
Pistons low key playing.
Pistons?
I'm saying playing Pistons. I'm not gonna say they get far of that, but playing.
Pistons.
Pistons
Pistons
Okay,
are a good team. I'm
I
watching
kinda
so many
got-
Pistons games.
I kind of got a hot take on the Detroit Pistons as well. They're going to be the 8th seed next year
Okay.
Well,
Ooh.
free agency still going on,
because
but I don't hate that at all.
I am that high on Jaden Ivey. I think he's going to be a fucking
Same.
stud.
Same.
I think he's going to be rookie of the year. I
Rookie
legit.
of the year, Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, I think he's going to be that good.
Well, fit wise, I think it's gonna be. It has to be one of the three. I
Yeah,
think so.
it does, right?
I think so. It has to be. And honestly, I might just have to go with the number one overall pick, Paulo.
Yeah, I'm going Bankero.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Chet doesn't really seem like a rookie of the year kind of guy to me. I just don't think
Banchero
so.
does make sense. Yes, he'll
And
be
then-
a go-to guy in Orlando for scoring.
Yeah, and then for the Rockets, Jalen Green I don't. I
He's the
think that
go-to
might.
scorer there.
Yes, and then then of course for OKC, Shai goes to Alexander. So I'm like, I'm thinking of the top 3. Paulo got the best chance to win Rookie of the Year, and I like Jaden Ivey. I'm not as high
I'll
as
say
them
something.
as you are.
What's
The
up?
Rookie of the Year, I think it's a
It's
little
gonna be
bit
so hard.
thinking that they have to be the number 1 option. Scotty Barnes wasn't the number 1 option.
That is true. Last year,
Siakam and
I
Van
could
Vliet will
swore. Yeah, I thought Evan Mobley was going to win that thing.
Evan Mobley wasn't the
They
number 1
get
option
injured.
either. It was DG to PG, bro. The only number 1 option that's a Rookie of the Year candidate last year was Kate Cunningham. So the Rookie of the Year, you don't have to be the number 1 option. I don't want
That
people
is
to
true.
say, I don't want people to be like, oh, you got to be the number 1. You don't have to. You see the winners.
But at the same time, though, Cade Cunningham also. Yeah, that's true. Everything happens. Cade Cunningham, he was injured for the first couple weeks of the season and didn't play good until like as the season went on.
Yeah.
So in that sense, the fact that you don't have to be the go-to scorer for that team, Chet Holmgren, he makes a whole lot of sense because not only will he be a legitimate scorer for them next year, maybe not the go-to scorer because that'll be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but Chet Holmgren can score, he can hit from anywhere, and he can defend. He'll probably be their best defender right off the bat.
Yeah, nobody's talking about it. Keegan Murray.
Keegan Murray's going to be a beast.
I think Keegan Murray. Now, Corrupt, you're laughing. I don't care. Keegan Murray next to De'Aaron Fox, I think that's really good. He has good off-ball movement, a great cutter to the basket, has solid post moves, great pick and pop guy. Why can't he be? Why can't he?
He could be. What is he like? He's a rookie at 34.
Scotty Barnes, what I just named, he is 24 too. Scotty Barnes did a lot of those things last year. He was a utility guy, did a lot of those things, and he won Rookie of the Year. So I'm just saying, bro.
Question: Did Scotty Barnes start with the Raptors?
Toronto?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think Keegan Murray's going to start.
You don't think Keegan Murray's going to start for Sacramento?
Harrison Barnes, Rashawn Holmes, and Sabonis Sabonis.
I think Barnes is out.
Hold on.
Sabonis, Harrison Barnes.
I think Sabonis runs the 5 and Keegan runs the 4. I think if Rashawn Holmes is still there, then he is the backup.
Oh my God! I really hope that doesn't.
I think Keegan Murray will be a starter.
You think so?
You want to put $5 on it?
No, I'm not putting $5 on that. He's a top 5 pick. I'm not putting $5 on that. Get out of here.
I just don't think so. I think Jabari Smith's gonna fucking eat in that Rocket system, bro.
Oh my, yes he is.
He's gonna fucking eat, dude. He might be like top 10 in points to the paint next year, bro. Like,
but vibe. Harrison Barnes though. That's the thing. You know, maybe I don't know. I just don't see any of those guys playing center.
Now, which rookies would you guys draft first in fantasy?
Ooh.
Oh, well, Paulo, obviously the first top 3 picks.
Fuck.
I think I might go Chet. He's going to give you score. He's going to give you blocks. He's going to give you rebounds. He's going to give you steals. Assists.
If my guy is starting, get Jeremy Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan. I think I might go Chet Holmgren.
Especially in my league.
Of all the rookies, I might go Chet in a points league and in a categories league.
My league, though, where you get like 20 points for 1 steal.
Oh, Jesus, your fucking league.
Get Jeremy Sohan. Get Jeremy Sohan.
Yo, that's 87 points right there.
Get Jeremy Sohan, bro. I'm telling you right now.
If you get a steal in Corrupts League, that's like you won.
You already won your matchup. It's over.
Yeah, if you just get the most steals, then you won Corrupts matchup, bro.
But besides Chet, I think you got to go with I don't know, because it's different with everyone. But I'm gonna go with Jabari Smith.
Yeah, Jabari Smith.
You got
top 3.
Jabari Smith is man.
I
love Jabari Smith.
Jalen Green, Shengun.
Yeah.
That I like what they're building to in the picks they got too. Now the trades.
Sam's Hub and Wojciechowski. Rhea has a question. She says, any recent free agent news? She had a 30-minute shower.
There is a. I don't think so. Let me see.
I know Gary Harris stayed with the Orlando Magic.
Gary Harris.
That was like an hour ago.
Yeah.
In the last 30 minutes. In the last 30 minutes, the
Dylan-
only thing that happened is Jalen Brunson signing a 4-year, $104 million deal with the Knicks.
there is some
Confirmed.
other like trade deal news that the Lakers have a 0% chance per Sam Amick to trade for KD, so it's only on Kyrie Irving.
0.
Which makes
Zero.
sense.
And
They don't
they are
have the assets.
they are very close with the Nets on getting Kyrie Irving as well, per the Athletic as well.
Tonight,
We might get a trade.
It's not just Kyrie. It's going to be either Royce O'Neal or Joe Harris involved in the deal as well.
Okay, guys, I got a confession. I'm starting to get sad, bro. Because so a couple people in the chat gave me the KD ideas, and I love Maxey, bro. This is gonna, bro, Maxey,
It's gonna
bro.
hurt
Who
you.
doesn't love Maxey, dude?
Hold on. Can we talk about the worst trade of all time that happened today? By the way, trading for Royce O'Neal for a first-round pick by the Brooklyn Nets is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, why did they do it? There was no
Right
point in
before-
doing it.
I don't understand that at all. That's a befuddled move for me.
That was almost as bad as the Spurs getting a first-round pick from Thaddeus Young.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
I'm surprised you're
wow.
not wearing your Murray jersey tonight, Kara.
Yeah.
What happened with Dejounte?
So what happened was
Wore that tonight.
Oh, correct.
What the fuck?
God silenced him.
The stream.
cut out.
what are you talking about? What was the question? What was the question?
Dejounte Murray. You usually wear a Dejounte Murray jersey.
Seal says you think the Nets are going to trade Durant to a Western team? Oh, I don't know, man. It could be.
I don't know, but DeJounte Murray is not a Spur anymore, and corrupts.
Yeah, that's all I know. Yeah.
They got to trade Kevin Durant to wherever they're going to get the most value in return.
Yeah.
Even if it's within the conference, within the division, which NBA divisions don't really. Fucking matter.
They might just trade for Amir Coffey for a first-round pick. You never know.
You think Amir Coffey is
Bro,
worth
don't-
KD? KD doesn't touch Amir Coffey.
Oh,
Listen, Josh, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have Michael Jordan or Amir Coffey?
Give me Amir Coffey.
Okay. And you wouldn't trade Jordan for Durant, so come on.
Easily Amir Coffey.
All right, guys. So I want to bring a new topic to the situation.
Okay, what you got?
Okay.
I've been having this debate.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
Loads of people.
Oh boy.
Loads of people.
Mhm.
All right, guys. I know he's an MVP guy. Is it crazy to say that Nikola Jokic is not a top 5 player in the NBA? I said it.
Okay, name your top 5. Name
Giannis?
your top 5.
Giannis?
Okay. Yes.
Curry,
Curry. Okay.
LeBron,
LeBron.
KD,
That's getting
Cool.
closer, but okay.
Yeah.
in that order. That's my 1 through 5.
Curry.
Kawhi and KD
What
is
what was that 5th person?
Kawhi.
I can't put Kawhi over Jokic after.
Kawhi.
I can.
And
I can't.
Want me to explain? Want me to explain some of the players?
Please do.
Okay. So let's get the first two out the way. Giannis and Curry, they just won a championship, doing it so in dominating fashion. I don't really think it's that much of a. I think that's good. That's good.
Yes.
LeBron James is a little bit different, but I think it's LeBron freaking James, right? I have the right to say that LeBron James is better than Jokic.
Yeah.
He's been a superstar all of his life. He still looks like he's in his goddamn prime. 30 points per game, and was playing at an MVP type of level for the past 3 seasons, and just won in the bubble 2 years ago. In 2020, KD and Kawhi. That's a little bit harder to explain though. I think KD and Kawhi are both better playoff performers than Jokic, right? I think KD is slightly the better offensive player as a whole. I think okay. If we break it down, yes, Jokic has the playmaking. But I think KD has the scoring. And in this era, and with the playoff performances and what KD has been doing, I'm gonna take KD slightly over Jokic. Slightly. And Kawhi, that's even more of a close matchup to me. But I look at Kawhi's elite NBA all defensive status and his two-way play, and I look at that, look at his playoffs and the ring, and it looks it's all consistent. All these 5 players, playoff performances, Finals MVPs, rings, and it's a sound argument. I think.
Say playoff performances, but didn't KD just
Yeah.
fucking get swept in the goddamn playoffs?
It was one
and
series.
Get fucking clamped down.
One
Jason
series.
Tatum in a couple
One
of
series.
games.
One
I mean,
series.
and then Kevin Durant, how many fucking series did he blow along with Russell Westbrook and James Harden in Oklahoma City, blowing that fucking series against the Golden State Warriors? Yes, Jokic hasn't made it to the NBA Finals, but my God, you're gonna compare Jokic's teams to fucking KD's teams in the past?
Yes, you know what?
By them? You know what though, Corrupt? Listen, I fucking love Kawhi Leonard. And KD's a fucking just a ridiculous stud, right? All time. But I think I probably take Jokic and Luka over KD and Kawhi Leonard right now.
Wow.
I might take the Euro guys over those two right now.
To counter that, right? The sweep thing, yes. He got swept. But it's one series, right? He's getting older. No one else except Kyrie's booty cheeks too. And yes. But last season, he was an amazing playoff performer. Yes, he didn't play good in the OT, where even though he went off in that game 7 anyways. But he was a great playoff performer last year though too. He put up great numbers. And look, the toe. Yeah, I mean, it's only had a 1 less inch. I mean, that's crazy. But I think Kawhi Leonard. I think this is why Kawhi Leonard is going to have a great big season. I can't wait for when he comes back and proves a lot of people wrong. Yes, Luka Doncic, and honestly, bro, I almost put Luka over Jokic. I'm not gonna lie to you. How great Luka is and how great of a talent he is. But with Kawhi, man, I think I'm just looking back what that Clippers team was and where they could have been if Kawhi Leonard was healthy, which I think might have been a finals. And I look at that defense, all NBA defense, man, his clutch performances. I got to take Kawhi Leonard over Jokic, man. And I understand it's very close. I think
his MVPs.
2 MVPs, yeah.
He does how he.
I understand, bro.
His shoulders are hurting right now. His back is killing him. In the last 2 goddamn years. Yeah. How many players in this league can carry that fucking franchise the way Jokic has? How many players in this league?
Only 2.
I don't even know if KD could. I don't
Only
know
2 players.
KD in fucking Jokic's shoes. I don't know if he's carrying the Denver Nuggets the way Jokic has.
Josh, there's only 2 players. LeBron and Giannis only players that can carry like that. Only other players that can carry like that. LeBron and Giannis.
And I agree.
If Kawhi was on that Nuggets team instead of Jokic, and they faced the Warriors in the playoffs that last year, they would have got swept. They would have got swept 100% instead of.
No, I'm not getting down with that. Kawhi's a way better playoff performer than Jokic.
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't.
Donnie,
30
Finals MVP.
What?
In Toronto.
Hey, I can just look up the stats. I remember at the top of my head, 30 points per game, 28 points per game.
Shut up, Corrupt. I'm not trying to say that he's a worse playoff performer than Jokic. I think they would have a tougher time beating the Warriors than with Jokic carrying them on their back.
Wait, you said this last previous series, right?
Yep, Warriors and Nuggets.
Yes.
Yep.
I think he at least gets one. He gets
one. Okay, I give you one. I give you one.
I'm
not arguing that.
That's what Jokic did.
I'm not arguing that.
Here's the thing with that, Donnie, and why I still think Kawhi would do better against Golden State is because not only is he one of the better playoff performers we have in the NBA, he does it elite on both ends of the floor. And Kawhi, when is the last time Kawhi's been gentleman swept in 5? I don't even remember that.
Again,
yes, he's had good teams. But when you look at Kawhi's defense, bro, his defense does a better job than
but
what
that's
Jokic
not a good. That's not a good enough argument anymore because Jokic has been a top 5 defensive center last year, bro. He was a top 5 defensive center last year.
All I'm saying is,
like a couple of years ago, Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks had the Clippers on the fucking rope, and Kawhi Leonard went God mode offensively and defensively, and
Wait.
Clippers season.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa.
Mavericks?
There is something that I'm holed up on right now. He was a top 5 defensive center last season? Huh?
I don't think
He
so.
got. I don't think it was top. I think it was top 10 for what I was reading from a lot of
I'll go with
statistics.
top
But he
10.
got, definitely got.
I was about to.
defending, so.
Yeah. He's a good defender.
Good, yeah, he's
Kawhi
a good
Leonard
defender
is
now,
an
but I
elite
think
defender.
Kawhi Leonard, his defensive impact against the Warriors would have been more impactful because he guards the perimeter, and that's where the Warriors' strengths are. So that would make it more tougher for the Warriors to beat the Kawhi-led Nuggets or Kawhi-led team than a Jokic-led team because Kawhi can stop the Warriors' strengths better than Jokic can.
And Arturo,
here's another thing that comes to mind too.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard's defense when he was in Toronto against Giannis in that series. Bucks versus Toronto. That was one of the greatest defensive fucking performance. When he told Coach, "No, fuck that, I'm gonna take Giannis."
Mm-hmm. Giannis was MVP that year.
Shut shit down.
Giannis was the MVP of the league, bro.
Wait, so you guys are kind of defending me. So Kawhi Leonard over
I'm just saying.
Jokic?
We're talking about the past.
We're talking about the
past. We're talking about
past.
defensive players,
And that's important.
in the playoffs and everything.
That's
like that.
recent.
But I'm just saying right now, going from right now into the future, I think I'd take Luka Jokic over Kawhi Leonard.
Wait, you're talking about like future? Like as in like who you want on your team in
As
future?
of right now, going forward, going into this this very next
this season.
this very next season, I'll take Luka Doncic or Joker over Kawhi Leonard.
Ladies and gentlemen,
to disrespect him, but I think they're going to be
ladies and gentlemen,
Kawhi next year.
I have some news from the Chicago Bulls. Andre Drummond is finalizing a 1-year deal with the Chicago Bulls.
No! Oh shit!
Laugh.
Drummond
That
going to
was-
Chicago. That's what I wanted.
And that was per Adrian Wojciechowski, not anybody else, not Shams Charania.
No. You just spoke. You just yelled it out before I could say anything.
Okay.
Hey,
Now,
John,
are we going
for sure? Andre Drummond to Chicago. What was the details of that?
none so
not out
far.
yet.
None so far.
Not so far. Yeah.
It's gonna be on a cheap deal.
Some of y'all seen it earlier. We were on my channel earlier. I asked you, Josh, what was your 3 guy? What did you want? You said you want LaVine to stay. You want Gallinari, and then you said Andre Drummond. You're gonna get LaVine. You're gonna get LaVine. I think you got Drummond. All you need is Gallinari.
Let it happen. The trifecta. It's working.
Hey, Josh, bro. Josh, you gotta do the dance, says Ray, bro.
Do the rookie dance too. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Drummond. That's a nice little piece right now.
Hey, it's all right.
Chicago.
Man, I'm mad. They took all the backup centers I wanted, man. I wanted Drummond and JaVale McGee, bro. They took them, bro. It's
So
all right.
you forget about Ayton. So anything with Ayton, that's out.
No
Done.
Ayton to Chicago.
It ain't happening.
Nope.
And you know what? I love Andre Drummond to Chicago. We need the size. We need his talent, his ability to clog the paint, to get rebounds, second chance points. Oh my God. Guys, it was so awful for Chicago. Second chance opportunities, it was almost non-existent, especially going towards the end of the season into the playoffs. It was almost non-existent. Drummond changes that. And I'm pretty sure, we don't know the details yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on a cheap deal. I'm excited. I love this move.
Y'all need rebounding. Y'all need shot block or rim protection. Y'all got that. Y'all got it.
And that was all thanks to Adrian Wojciechowski. Nobody else reported that. Nobody else.
No.
Okay, we're going to get into it's a stupid argument now. Now you're going to get into a stupid argument.
No.
No, yeah.
That's why you're
it was
balding.
me.
That's why you're balding.
That's why you have a bad mustache, bro.
What?
Now, me
That's why you
personally-
can't hear out of your ear, bro.
I want to ask you this question.
Wow.
Because back to our conversation that we were having before. Andre Drummond news to Chicago. Next season, who's having a better season? Kawhi or Luka?
I'm taking Luka Doncic.
Overall,
Doncic.
Who's having a better season? Period.
talking about
Doncic.
period.
Period.
Kawhi Leonard.
Guys,
Kawhi Leonard.
I'm going Doncic. Doncic is going to be
Kawhi
MVP
Leonard.
candidate next year, bro. Kawhi's
And
going to
he
be
will win
better
MVP.
Luka will win MVP next year, probably, or top 3.
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he gonna have a better season. Beal,
Luka Doncic.
I'll take Luka Doncic and not the guy coming off an ACL injury.
No, I mean, they said the same thing about
I don't
KD,
like
but
that play. I'm taking Luka all day.
yeah, that's fine.
So you, but you,
Oh, yeah, I like that smug little look you have on your face, bro. You want to
I
on that?
I got a feeling. I just got a.
You
I
want
don't
to bet?
know. It's a feeling.
Put your money where your mouth is. Let's go. Luka or Kawhi is having a better season next
That
year.
is
Let's go.
that is so close. Look,
Let's go with it.
Virtual handshake. Virtual.
look.
It's $5.
Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. He will win MVP. He will win regular season MVP. But Kawhi Leonard will win another MVP. So, in another
Shut the
another
fuck up.
aspect.
Shut the
And
fuck
that's why
up.
Kawhi Leonard is going to have
Shut
the better
the
season.
fuck up.
Let me ask you a question. Who's better this season, Luka or Steph? Just answer it.
Luka.
Why? But Steph won the Finals MVP, and he did in the playoffs. Kawhi's going to do it in the playoffs, right?
But we're talking about next season.
But yeah, but I'm saying you're using the same. You said Kawhi's going to win the Finals MVP. That's why he's going to get a Steph win the Finals MVP, but you still think Luka had a better year. So you come on, bro.
No, you still asked who's going to have a better year.
No, but
You just asked. No,
I
you
wanna
just said. No, are you? Can you listen?
What?
You said who's going to have a better season, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I said who had the better season, Luka or Steph?
No, of course Curry had the better season, dummy.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
That's why I said who had a better year this year, Luka or Curry, and I said, well, he won the Finals MVP. All right, I'm just making sure.
You said who's going to have a better season. That's literally what you said.
I might have slipped up and said, but I meant who has the better year. But yeah, I'm just making sure your criteria. Go ahead, Josh.
Real quick from Juan, who says, "What free agents are left?"
I got you.
First, do something.
Hey, I think we're going to trade away Doug McDermott and Jakob Poeltl. I think it's going to happen. Maybe even Josh Richardson. But I'll tell you, I have the best available free agents right now. Want me to?
Yes, please let us know.
So it's by Legion Hoops, DeAndre Ayton, Miles Bridges. I'm technically still Zach LaVine, Mitchell Robinson, TJ Warren, Colin Sexton, Kemba Walker, Bruce Brown, Carmelo Anthony, Gary Payne II, Yusuf Nurkic, Bruce Brown, Otto Porter, Kevin Looney, Dante DiVincenzo, Dennis Schroeder. Those are free agents. The guys are Colin Sexton. But the guys are still
Warren. Jump out at me.
Yes. And then of course you still have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving who's on the trade block and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So and Deandre, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yo, so I'm about to text my mom this picture of Joel Embiid and me when we had first got a haircut. I want to get her reaction, bro. I'm gonna let y'all know how this goes.
Dude, Corrupt has got to be Mojo, like a hell. Please tell him I'm from the past.
By the way, we're gonna be out in about let's say 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. But man, you still haven't shaken my hand.
Oh yeah, Corrupts.
You said it was Kawhi over Luka?
Kawhi or Luka, who's having a better season?
I can't shake it. I can't do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do the rock.
Such a smug look on your face 5 minutes ago.
I did.
Wow.
5 minutes ago it was for $5, huh?
Just $5. What's $5?
Man.
Corrupt don't sound too
Okay.
confident.
Barring no injury, right?
Right, of course, absolutely.
All right. $5.
All right, done deal.
Done deal. Y'all see it's documented.
it.
It's documented
I like
here,
it.
bro.
I just got this feeling in my bones.
In your bones,
Yeah,
in your blood.
Good.
Yo, what's up, Good Richards? Who are these fucking kids on the scene? And I thought I was more embarrassing
You know what?
to have Rochita on. Roasted.
Can we change it? Chick-fil-A,
Wait, what did you
$20 Chick-fil-A card?
Oh,
A $20 Chick-fil-A card. Deal.
Let's go.
Oh, that's easy. That's a 12-piece count with a large fry and a lemonade and a
Talk to me, Josh.
Sorry, it's a 4-piece chicken tender count,
Oh,
large
4-piece,
fry.
like a little Nancy.
Hey,
Y'all got it all wrong.
4-piece chicken
Oh
tenders.
man, I need a 12 count.
Y'all got it all
Four
wrong.
of nuggets.
Y'all got it all wrong.
It's
Y'all got it
4-piece
wrong.
chicken tenders, large fry with a dang large mac and cheese.
No, y'all
That's what it
got wrong.
is.
So corrupt.
That's
You got
what it
wrong.
is.
It's a spicy chicken sandwich with a 4 count and some mac and cheese. Yes, spicy chicken sandwich, 4 count of nuggets,
I'm
mac
hungry,
and
bro.
cheese, bruh, with a
I've been eating all
lemonade,
day.
bruh, and the little ice, bro. The ice cubes, fire. They got the best. Chick-fil-A got the best ice cubes for some
Can you
reason.
please stop talking
What?
about places I don't have.
Oh,
Please.
sorry.
Please. Like,
It was
come on, man.
donation from TD Mikey. Says Drummond to the Bulls. Let's go. I love it, TD Mikey. This is exactly what we need. This was on my wish list, and it's happened. It's come true. I'm excited. Corrupt is just absolutely befuddled with the bet that he just made. That he's freezing up over there. He's literally freezing up.
Am I freezing up?
I can't wait to have that $20 gift card from Chick-fil-A. You need a 4-piece spicy chicken tenders with hot sauce and ketchup. I never had the chicken tenders from there, let alone the spicy ones. That does sound fucking good. I've had the spicy chicken sandwich. That was amazing. I'm going to try that next time. The spicy chicken tenders.
Bro, my ass is tingling right now, bro.
What
the
with
fuck?
ketchup and hot sauce.
I'm not gonna lie.
Tingling right now, Corrupt?
Yes. Have you seen the chair I sit in?
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
joke.
can
It
you
is the
show
most-
everybody the chair that you sit in?
Show everybody the
yes.
chair.
It's some like Hogwarts, Harry Potter type stuff, bro. Look at this wooden chair, bro.
Oh yeah,
That's
the chair you got at the
What
dining
the hell? What in medieval shit is going on over there?
Bro, my booty is hurting, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's the chair, the same exact chair that William Shakespeare sat in when he wrote Romeo and Juliet. What the fuck are you doing with the chair
Bro,
like that?
Corrupt.
It hurts.
And you're sitting on that without any kind of cushion?
I had a pillow on it, but after a while, that pillow it got wet, and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
What the
It got
fuck?
sweaty.
wait,
It got
was this
sweaty.
after you had to deliver the pens to your friend who came over to the house earlier?
Put Mr. Pants in the chat.
That happened when we were streaming earlier.
Yeah, epic, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, Corrupt, bro. That chair was the same chair George Washington signed the Declaration of Independence. Bro, 4th of July about to come up. That's the chair's birthday, so they come up, bro.
Kate's gonna come over and steal that bitch. She's gonna yank that shit because there's a clue underneath the fucking seat. My God,
Bro.
Corrupt. I mean, you are just
Corrupt's
a
extra.
good-
Corrupt's such an extraordinary person, bro. It's crazy. Bro, Corrupt first is like Corrupt's headphones. Now it's Corrupt being the jean guy, the pants guy. Now it's his chair. His
Now
hands,
Corrupt's
bro.
chair.
His hands, like Corrupt is just, bro.
Aladdin, I do need a good chair. Oh my god.
Corrupt
what,
need a
Corrupt?
massage chair, bro.
I should have made a bet with you about the Dejounte Murray trade. I should have made a bet with you because I knew he was going to get traded. Fuck.
What was the other trade that we almost did?
Almost did?
Yeah, there's another trade we almost did. It was recent though, right? Mock draft.
Fuck. I don't remember.
It was mock draft. It was DeJounte Murray. And then we just did this one. There was something else, right? I'm not tripping, right?
No, I think that was your only bets.
I can't think of anything else, Corrupt. Unless you're talking to Evil Josh or something.
Are you talking about the JB Taylor?
Yeah, I always wondered why. I always wondered how you found my house and looked through the window. It's kind of weird. But Corrupt is gonna sell that chair, couching to Geo for a Klondike bar. Bro, Klondike bars are so good. Oh my goodness.
That is the dub. What's up, AJ Show? Hello.
I didn't have a Klondike bar until I was like 25 years old. My
The fuck is wrong
parents
with
would
you?
never
You're
buy
like-
that.
Well, that was like 80 years ago, because aren't you 115?
That's true.
So yeah, he had a Klondike bar a very, very long time ago when they first came out. Actually,
You were the first in line?
I was in Klondike.
Klondike.
What's a Klondike bar?
You live in Virginia.
It's just
Y'all don't
another
have
piece of food that you would never know.
See,
a
this
lot.
is why I have the thing. B Hub's not in Virginia. He's in jail. This dude's never had Popeyes before. He's just basically in prison, dude.
I think there's people in the American prison system that would rather stay in prison than
They
live
eat that
freely in Virginia.
Where I am,
Especially with that barbecue sauce that you guys have over there. That fucking black goo, whatever the fuck that is.
My school lunches.
bro.
1864? Nah.
Wait. JB says Klondike bars are messy and not worth it, bro. You gotta freeze them better, bro. What are you
First
talking
off,
about?
Big ass like ice cream sandwiches.
JB Taylor, you
They're
bro.
better.
Do you eat like a 10-year-old, bro, who still gets like? I remember like when I was in elementary school, I used to get my shirt dirty at lunch all the time, bro. Are you like 10? You gotta eat a bib. You gotta eat some bib.
Wait. You was getting your shirt dirty at 10, bro?
No, I'm asking JB Taylor eats that. I'm just saying elementary school when I was like 6, bro, or 7. Whenever you start elementary school, I don't know. 6 years ago.
Hayden, calm down.
But
Corrupt literally got that chair in the yard sale for 11 cents.
bro, I made that chair.
I made it from the forest, bro.
Wood.
By
Hayden,
myself.
bro.
And the rest of the wood is on his wall.
That's that's his door.
Bro, what kind of wood is that, Crux? Do you know what kind? Yo, bro, hold on. That might be exotic material. I might need to cut down your wall, bro.
Oh my god.
Corrupt, I'm gonna take your door.
Yo, Corrupt has the weirdest room. Y'all see, he has a vent, and like you look at the tile, the vent is sitting on top of it's different than the wall.
Oh my god.
This was supposed to be the dining room, guys.
The vent
Look.
tile. You had the vent, and then the tile, and then his wall on the left.
Look at the
middle
black
wall,
abyss
wall
to
on the right.
my left. There's
That's
no
your
wall
door?
there, just a curtain. Just a
That's your
curtain.
door. That's your door.
I don't got a door.
But that's basically your door.
That's tough.
Y'all talking about ice cream, bro. This I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but Eminem had like an ice cream, right?
Oh, yes.
And it was the M&M cones. They had a bunch of M&Ms on top with the chocolate covered. It was chocolate covered right here. M&Ms, bunch of M&Ms,
Yep.
and then the cone. It was so good. It's
I've
so
never
rare.
Yes,
It's
bro.
so good. You know, it's this. You know, you ever seen them M&M ice cream cones, right? The M&M brand, right?
Eminem brand.
No?
I know.
Yeah. They have the ice cream cones too. It is so good. The best ice cream cones I've ever had.
Depending on where you live, well, I know where I live. There's an ice cream truck that goes by during the summer, so it would be an ice cream truck, or it's called Mr. Softy, bro. We know.
Did you know they used to make ice cream cones of Rocha
Really?
ice cream cones?
Yes,
Right, B-Hub? You know what I'm talking about.
yes.
That's
A bowling
pretty
pig.
big.
It was
Wait.
one big scoop of Roach.
Wait, are y'all serious? Y'all know Alaska?
Yeah.
Y'all know Alaska doesn't have ice cream
Okay.
trucks, right? That's why I said for the people who live in Alaska.
Holy crap!
Alaska.
Shams
What?
Hub.
Josh.
Shams Hub.
Wait,
Two
Shams,
ye-
go ahead.
Sweet.
2 years, $6.6 million for Andre Drummond.
That is
$3.3 million per year, bro.
He beat me to
2
it.
years, 6.6 million.
That's $3.3 million a year.
6.6.
Yes.
That's $3 million this season. That's a steal.
Oh, that's even better. I love that. I told y'all it's gonna be a cheap ass deal. Cheap ass
Josh,
deal.
Now that Shams Hub broke the Bulls contract things, is he your favorite now?
Oh, I don't know. I think Donnie's dead. Wojciechowski's dead.
I'm setting up some other stuff. Okay, I'm not dead.
Oh,
I'm never
he's
dead.
trying to get the first. I think
No, but
Wojciechowski.
that's a great deal for the Chicago Bulls. I mean, that is a cheap ass deal for Andre Drummond and the production he's gonna be able to provide for us next year. Oh, I'm in seventh heaven. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah. Well, what if LaVine goes to the Clippers tomorrow? Huh?
Oh,
You ever think about
he's
that?
turning around in a bad way. In a bad way.
But you guys straight for Kyrie Irving. Imagine. Oh my God.
Oh my
That'd be
God.
wild.
Who was it that said that they could replace Lonzo Ball with somebody? It was somebody in the Discord.
Benji?
Was that JB?
No, I thought it was Benji.
Replace Lonzo Ball?
Replace.
I think JB was the one that didn't care for Lonzo Ball. Right?
Taylor
Or am I tripping?
or Jeremiah.
Well, for a
or,
while,
like,
I didn't care for
father
Lonzo
JB or JB Taylor.
I don't know.
It might have been Breezy. I don't know. We
Who?
didn't want Lonzo when Eddie kept trolling us that he was going to come to Chicago a
Yeah.
while back.
Yeah.
That was before he adjusted his jump shot and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
James Harden is going for sure. James Harden is staying his bearded ass right in Philadelphia. He ain't going nowhere.
All right, guys, we're going to head off now. So I'm going to go around the table. Last words. Donnie, go ahead.
Live a good life. Make sure it's to the fullest, and enjoy the NBA offseason.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Man, I thought you were saying like your last words ever.
For real.
Jesus.
Here,
Beal
gun cock.
or Shanta.
According to my calculations, I want to say thank you for letting me join. I really appreciate it. Also, Wojciechowski, he's fucking terrible. And
Fuck you.
No.
No,
Shut up.
fuck you.
This is my moment.
No, just
I wanna
take your
say,
moment.
Hey. But I appreciate you letting me join. I really appreciate it. And let's have a great offseason and have a great night, most importantly.
Absolutely. Thank you, Beal.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, it's my turn. Hello guys. Well, goodbye now. Appreciate Josh for appreciate Josh for letting me on. It was fun. It was fun as always, bruh. And like everyone here said, enjoy the off season. Shout out to Wojciechowski, Sam's Hub, Corrupts, and obviously Josh himself. Shout out to Sean too. Mavericks did a good deal with JaVale McGee. And yeah, so I hope everyone was very much enjoying today's live stream. If not, blame Corrupt, but you guys enjoyed it because come on, how can you not? But yeah, that's it for me. Goodbye.
Thank you, MG, for that brilliant speech, even though it was interrupted by Corrupt sneeze there at the end.
Yeah,
I apologize.
It's Corrupt. That's
Fuck,
Corrupt, man.
bro.
But mods, if you guys can drop MG's channel, guys, go subscribe to MG Nas.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
And Corrupt.
Thank you for having me on the channel. Loved today free agency. Did not love yesterday. But hey, guess what, guys? Chat, look at me in the eyes when I say this. Jokic is not top 5, and Victor Wembanyama is going to the San Antonio Spurs. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Watch Jokic win another MVP.
I'm gonna be so fucking
And
pissed.
Wembanyama ends up on Houston.
Oh my god.
You just jinxed it all, Corrupt. My God.
From the
Like-
jinx.
And also, I'm
Thank
winning
you
the
guys
bet.
so much for
Kawhi
joining
Leonard.
us. Corrupt, MG. Go subscribe to Corrupt. Go drop his link, guys. B-Hub, thank you, buddy, again. And Donnie Couch, you guys were fun to talk with all night on MG's channel and now on here. It was fun. It was a whole lot of fun. And thank you, everybody who tuned in. All you guys in the chat. Everybody hit that like button. Shout out to the mod squad once again. Thank y'all. It was so much fun talking NBA news. And until next time, bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. I'm going to win that money, Corrupt.
What?
I'm going to win that
You-
money.
You owe me a jersey. You know that, right?
So,
I'm winning on the jersey.
And the broadcast.
Fuck
and,
you,
and the
Sham
broadcast.
Hub.
Cut the lights.
Fuck
Cut the
you,
lights.
Sham Hub.
What are you waiting
Fuck
for?
you.
I'll find you.
Fuck
Damn
you.
it.
I'll find you.